y'all. We back for round two. I ain't gonna talk too damn much because I don't think y'all want to hear my ass. Okay. Thumbs up the live if y'all could hear me. Sound check. Ebony, you on your black job? Yeah, sunshine. Vicky gave y'all a little heads up. So Vicky said disclaimer. You gonna be madder than the motherfucker. One, I think okay, y'all can hear me. I'ma just read y'all comments. To your name. Okay, let me get to it. So Rossi say she okay, I need to hurry up. Let me speak. Hey Shay B. Hey Sunshine. Hey Miss I see you too. Hey Popeyes. Hey Love to Laugh. Hey Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, honey. I'm on a diet. Don't tempt me with a good time. Hey for Grace. Hey beautifully made. Hey only me. 23. Hey Kenya. Hey Ebony. Hey, Sunshine. Hey, Houston Foodies. Hey, April B. Tam, LC. Rossi. Sunshine, like, hurry up, hurry up. Hey, Miss Mad About Music. Hey, Miss Lady. Hey, Cupcake. Hey, out the bushes. We gonna get them we'll give them a little time to join, honey. They're gonna have to scroll back because y'all ready. I'll get them by 30. I'll give them about 30 more seconds. Hey Sherry, you made it. Let me make sure I scrolled it all the way back from when we were listening early for the sneak peek. Oh no. Oh, this I need to move this one. We done with that one. Let me get that one out of the way. Nope, I didn't. Let me take it all the way back. I think they started around that mark. I think he had like $8 on the call. Working my black job from home. Okay, so you'll be able to hoop and holler and scream and talk your shit. Y'all know Shan got mad at me and hung up on me yesterday, but we back talking again today. She's even messaged me about 15 minutes ago saying that she gonna try not to be angry to let y'all know. This car really angered her. And I just replied, y'all, I'm hollering. I'm hollering. I ain't say too much. Hey, Muffin. Hey, Kimmy, who? Okay, you heard the sneak peek. So you ready, Kimmy? You get a rocket chair, girl. We get on lawn chairs when we have newbies child to come out the bushes. Y'all got to give up y'all seat. Driving home. Hurry up, Elle. Hurry up. Y'all, it's things on here we have not heard before. I will say. Hey, Green Eye. Hey, okay, there go Chick-fil-A gal. Yeah, she hung up on me, Miss Lady, but I didn't take it personal. Hey, April B, because she told me to cut it off, but I didn't. And she said, bye. I listened to it all at one time. I was like, okay, girl. Then she done messaged me after our earlier live. She did message me. It say, I'm getting my mind right. Okay, I said, okay. Okay, we ready. We ready. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We ready. I ain't got. We ready. Anybody else, they gonna have to slide it back. Cause I think the best part, well, the part that I think gonna piss y'all off is at the beginning. Okay. Let me. Okay, I'm not. Okay. Shirley is walking and breathing a little heavily, but that don't last the entire call.
And is subject to monitoring and recording. Thank you for using Global
Oh,
Telling.
there she go. Hey, love.
Hello?
To laugh.
Hi,
Yeah, I
hon.
said what I said.
Are you sitting
Morning.
there?
No,
Oh.
I'm walking.
Oh, you at work? I'm walking.
Oh, you're walking.
That's why I sound out of breath.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
How you
Reese
doing,
and
Molly?
Muff Mom.
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
Good. It ain't raining, so.
No. It's pretty nice breeze, about 58.
Oh, okay. You talked to Dion last night?
I did.
Huh?
But, yeah, I did, but here's the deal.
The hell?
He what?
I said, wait, hold on. I'm out of breath. Hold on, let me get that.
Okay, get it in then.
Hey, us senior
I
CDF too.
talked to Dion. Yes, we talked a couple of times, and he called the arresting officer. He talked to Steele, and hello, good morning, and she wants really and truly me to come down there, which is what I thought, but they're not going to give the truck. They're not going to give the truck to him. They're only going to give him your personal belongings.
Oh, they can get that truck up too. See.
Well, okay. I think maybe your lawyer should handle it because
that's what I'm gonna do.
The only reason I'm saying that is because, like I said, they mentioned it again. They really want me to come down there and probably try to, trick me into saying, I don't know, I didn't have anything to do. Then they'll have something on you, I don't know.
That's what that is. I mean, you don't know what's going on anyway, because you take a lot of take sure you don't know what they're talking about. So
yeah. But right, exactly. But if I say that, then they may come back and say, well, he falsified her name on some document. I don't know what their thing is. I don't know if you did. I'm not saying you did that. I'm just saying it sounds like maybe they're getting a little desperate because they don't have anything, or they need someone to corroborate it before they. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's just weird. Why do I have to go down there?
Yeah, you ain't have to go down there. All you need is like I said, that paper and the lawyer.
The power of attorney.
That's it.
But he told them that, and they said, no, we're not releasing the truck to you. And he said I could get a power of attorney, and they said, I'm not releasing the truck. We're only releasing his personal belongings or something. That's what Dion said.
Yeah, that's what that is. Yeah. But the lawyer can go get it, though. So that ain't nothing.
So I called them yesterday and talked to them. So she was supposed to, he was with a client. So Julia, one of the Julias, Julia Shaw, was supposed to tell him everything.
Okay.
But
hey, I know.
Yeah, it's just some trickery. She said, I know she thinks we're trying to set her up because they've been all through my record and everything.
They said what?
They've been all through my record. Not my record, but I don't have a record, but you know what I mean. They checked me out and all of that, and then they said, well, maybe we can ask you this, because we don't want to disturb Miss Shirley. Who is, because this may be his girlfriend or something, who is Lakeisha? Are you listening? They said something about, and then they said, we don't want to bother Miss Shirley with this, but who is, because it may be his girlfriend, who is Lakeisha?
That's my daughter.
Dion said, that's my sister. That's his daughter. But they already knew that.
Wow.
They already knew that. And, that's what I'm saying. There's trickery involved. And
wow.
I told them that I don't deal with the police and I don't have any record and, and all of that.
Who told you all that?
That's what Dion.
Hey, Tasha B.
He told her that. I mean, she told him that. That's the conversation they had.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Wow.
It's like they're trying to get me to come down here for some reason.
Do we need to pause it here? Do you guys need to let me test the temperature. Let me test the temperature. Yes, Justin, Mom. You could tell he's scared, right? Because he know right now. Okay, they investigate his ass. Okay, and they put names on it. But honey, baby, if they would have said Sonya, he probably would have stopped damn breathing. That is Dion's sister, Nesto's daughter. Yes, he did, baby. Oh. Nesto was holding his breath, honey. Sonya, Lakeisha, Waller, Durham. So even Dion spoke to Officer Field. Now, somebody, one of the two, y'all know I was talking to two different people, Vic to the Veil and Shan. One of those say, well, is Dion the damn snitch? Is Dion the co-conspirator, baby? Because Dion was down there talking to Officer Fields, getting a bit naive, right? And Dion has alluded in these other calls that you know what I done did. You know who out here doing what. So to hear you on these calls, some of ain't nobody got your back, ain't nobody doing anything. Come on. Don't even try to play in my face like that. Okay. Tasha B, me too. I would have fell out the chair. Nasty was nervous in the motherfucker, all right. As if how Lakeisha name come into play. Lakeisha is also on as one of the people that he cannot have any contact with. I bet Shirley feels stupid now. Oh Lord. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Hey, Latoy. I tried to at least whisper speak to y'all. A prominent woman with no criminal history marries a crazy ninja with 19 cycles. Shirley should have stopped answering the phones. No wonder Dion never went to visit Daddy. He peeped what was going on, right? He's very scared, and now they've talked to Dion. Update, please. Okay, so why did they ask about Keisha? What did Keisha say? I'm gonna do like my grandma used to do. They said Sonya, she would have took cousin at face value. Okay, Shirley didn't know his kids. Nesto must have had stuff in Keisha's name. Well, y'all will hear something about something being hacked. That's a clue. I'm just giving clues. Okay, I told y'all earlier if y'all was in here, I was gonna let y'all hear for yourself with very minimum commentary from myself, but I would read y'all comments. Okay, so I'm trying to stick to that. Hey, Penny Proud. I know he pee-peed on himself. just a little bit. When she said the word girlfriend. Okay. Baby, his life flashed in front of him. Yes, please like the live. Dion lies too. And remember, they was running interference, right? Because they didn't want Shirley to know everything, right? We know Lamont and Dion was running interference, in my opinion. So I could see him going down there trying to see what they get so he can tell Daddy, and to make sure they could keep Shirley, from finding out the truth. Create a barrier between Shirley, the police, and the lawyers, in my opinion. Lamont is too shady. I think he is the snitch. That's why none of his family visited him. Let Sonya talk like she don't care. I'm working on something right now. There is confusion with the kids. Nesto was sweating like a sinner in church. I'm late but present. Sanders, I would have waited on you, but they was telling me they said you better hit the damn play button. I was pressured, Sanders. I'm still trying to figure out who the person at the LV store Dion mentioned. I thought he was talking about Lamont, but they corrected me and said it was Sonya. I think so. Okay. We took a long enough break out. Is it Keisha, the so-called crazy daughter? You will hear more. That's why Dion said he's helping him baptize his ass. And did. Oh, I done missed stuff. Got a call and gotta go back. Well, hopefully you already went back while we at this mini break. They are running a play. If you ask me, thank you. That's the way I feel. Okay, back to the call. Shut up. Okay. Okay. Walking in the house. Okay. You safe at home. Okay, they told me to be quiet.
Wow.
And it's her and someone else and a guy on the case.
Her and someone
and he
else.
said they asked him about, well, who is Dominique or his assistant or, something like that. They asked her. And
they're getting that shit off my telephone. That's all that is.
Or Sheridan said something,
Right.
Sheridan catches strays, baby.
Yeah,
people didn't ask about Sheridan. Okay, hush.
Wow. Yeah, because you're right. You're so right about that. Yep.
So you never know. They're just it sounds like they're trying to build a case against you. Like you say, you're some big kingpin of what?
Yeah, but I ain't none of that shit.
I know.
Wow.
But you're a black man. You have a Bentley. And it's almost like they don't believe your businesses are legit or something. I don't think they treat a white man like this. I really don't.
No, they don't.
Well, I know for sure they won't, but because you have some means, you're not broke, then.
Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
So that's what's going on with that. So we need to let BC handle that. But I'm not going down there.
Wow.
To pick up anything.
No, just leave that shit there. They can't do nothing with that truck because you paid on, so they can't repo it. They can't.
And then that's what she told him. And it's on the repo list. You haven't paid in 3 months. Well, he's been in jail for 3 months.
Yeah.
And I just paid it up. I just paid about $1,000 on it the other day, so it should be off the list.
Right. That's right. So there's nothing they can do about that.
Yeah.
So she's trying to get out, man. For what reason? She don't even know me.
I know. Maybe she's a rookie. I don't know. But she said she was a detective, so she's not a rookie.
She ain't no fucking detective. She's a police.
Yeah, that's what I told Dion. I told Dion that. I said a detective. I said she's the arresting officer. If you talk to Fields.
Wow.
Natasha Fields, Natalie Fields, whatever her name is.
Wow. Ain't that something? What did Dion say?
Well, he was saying at this point, maybe you just need to leave that stuff in there.
Yeah.
Just let it all go.
Yeah. Well, until I get home.
I know my daddy.
He wasn't there?
You said, I know my daddy, he'll be all right. Meaning you could get more stuff.
Yeah.
But he said he told you not to be carrying all your stuff with you.
Yeah, but I was moving. I had moved all my stuff and everything, make sure everything was straight, but I was taking care of business. That's all it was.
I know.
Yeah, and all my stuff is in my phones and stuff. That's all they going off of.
Yeah, and that's what they're going off of.
Yeah, you're right. And Sharon did say something about my daughter because I don't even have her name in my fucking phone. So I just figured it out.
Well, they probably asked her who was she. Or that she may have said something on her own because how she used to hack my Instagram.
How she what?
And Dion's how she used to hack my Instagram, your daughter, remember?
Yeah.
And then Dion said, well, she's crazy. She said about the dog, about Keisha.
Right.
So, I don't know. It's like, come on, guys. But it's okay. I'm not going to get discouraged. I know that.
No. I ain't finna. I'm not finna do all that.
It's working.
What you say?
He's working until he gets through. We have to deal with this stuff. He's just not finished yet.
Yeah, that's all. That's all that is.
Let him do his work. But yeah, and even if you do lose it, he'll restore it. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, he done gave it back to me 1,000-fold. So it's just the enemy trying to work against me. I'm cool. I'm straight. If that what Deion say, that's what it is. I'm a follow with that. Yeah, that's all. They can't get done with that truck. So, but it is what it is. Yeah. So I'm okay. Don't worry about it. I ain't mad. I ain't discouraged. I ain't none of that. I believe in God, so He'll work it through. I'm almost going through my storm, so it's okay. We both are. We'll be just fine.
Yeah, I know. I don't think Lamont's back, but I was glad I was able to talk to Dion, because I think, even he sees, because at first he didn't know, 100% what was going on, but when he talked after he talked to her, this door opened. After he talked to her, I don't know why the woman must have blown this door. Oh my goodness.
What you saying?
Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I'm saying what you saying.
What? Wait, hold on a minute. Ronald, did you open the door? Did you open this door down here? I thought I locked it though. Oh man. I'm sorry. Yeah, I heard you. Good morning. Sorry about that. I thought I locked it. Okay. Anyway. Hello. Sorry about that. Yeah, the door was kind of open, just cracked a little bit, and I thought I locked it, but anyway. Yeah, very much so.
You say after Dion what now?
Oh. Hold on, honey. Let me just get myself together. I had to change my shoes. Okay. Well, I was saying that after we talked, he was kind of, seeing what they were doing a little bit, trying to trip him up, trying to trip us up. He kept saying, because I told him, I said, just call her.
Trying to trip us up. Who trying to trip y'all up? Y'all caught that? But y'all, okay, I'm pausing it. I tried. I think I did really well not interrupting the call, so y'all can get the full context, for yourself. But y'all, we heard Dominique, we heard Lakeisha, Alasia Alexander is Dominique, who was also Shirley's assistant. Now, we have heard previously that her assistant ran her IG, right? So, in my mind, okay, how Lady T-Bug thinks, okay, people was putting comments out there letting her know her husband is a motherfucking wankster, right? He out here scamming women, dick dashing, massaging people with a expired motherfucking baby oil, right? And Dominique, aka Elijah, was running that Instagram, and he liked to use people he know, because maybe his daughter did leave a comment or something over there. I feel like the hack Instagram is a lie. What is the purpose of his daughter hacking the Instagram? I feel like it was a cover up. He used his daughter because she may have left a message or maybe made a reference to Shirley's IG and said that she hacked it. And Shirley not really knowing fully, about technology and how things work. She just believed it and ran with it. That's what I feel about it. The hack Instagram. Okay. And I'm back to test the temperature with y'all. Y'all ain't gonna treat me like Sharon treated me, right? I think he had the IG. Yeah, I think it was a lie. Cause Shirley just believed everything so easily without any question or any thought process. So if he told her it was hacked, she just believed it. Okay. It would have been his daughter, Lakeisha, that he said was hacked it. Yeah, oh Lord. You say Sheridan need to write a tell-all book. Rhonda, Rhonda sick of her. Calm down. Okay, y'all answering each other. Okay. Yeah, Ben. I agree with you, Ben. Y'all know Nesto got a lot going through his mind right now. He done heard girlfriend. He done heard all these little buzzwords. Y'all know his mind spinning as he say, baby, he going straight to meds after this call. And the entire call is about 30 minutes. So we are even halfway through. Just letting you guys know. Money for cause of lies and lawyers, but no place of your own, shaking my damn head. Us who? They say, who is us? He ain't worried about what her and Ronna is talking about, baby. That's irrelevant. He ain't even say, tell Ronna, I said, hello, how you doing? Thanks for looking out for my damn wife. He like, hello, can you hear me? No, what Dion talking about? I'm gonna run it. I'm gonna scroll it back to y'all. He doesn't care that people are living life out here on a daily walks. He doesn't care that she's out of breath. Nothing. Just stop what you're doing and talk to me. Okay. He was quick to interrupt SS, but never tells rambling fool to shut up. Well, shut the F up. I can't remember who CC did a deep dive, but there are comments from daughter where she was saying stuff about them. And that's just leaving a message, honey. That's not hat. Shirley sounds remedial sometimes. Bingo. I can see that being the case. Okay, you like my theory. Bingo. Thank you. Keisha was leaving a lot of disturbing messages. She was actually telling him she needed help and his love. Okay, so that does not sound disturbing. That sounds like a cry for help. I saw the messages. Shirley can't even use Zoom. Please like the live. This is exclusive call over here on the front porch. I'm giving y'all rocking chairs, putting my my VIP members in them damn in them lawn chairs, honey, with the stiff backs. Okay. Oh, Shirley knows the code. Hat was for the recorded line. Hey guys, what I miss a lot. Hey Ari vibes. Girl, you missed 29 minutes. What time? Yeah, you missed about 20 minutes. Cause they told me no preview. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who it is. If you think about it, let me know, Sherry. Rewind a minute. I will. Did SS say something like she knows something? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Sheridan would be perfect to do a tell all boo before 2021. I agree at Justin's mom. We give her too much credit. Just plain idiot at times. The message do exist, but that doesn't mean Keisha tried to hack her IG. Remember, Dion was the buffer, smoother. He reinforced what Nesto tell Shirley. She really believed what Nesto told her. Nesto. They just saying Nesto. That's all you can say. Golden Pearl. I saw your messages. Do you think the prosecutors have spoken with Dominique? Yes, I do. Dominique is one of the people we think the co-conspirator is. Okay, Dominique, Lamont, Dion, and Shirley. That's all names that have been mentioned. We did a poll. It was on Shirley's earlier pictures on IG. Oh my God! No, you're not too late. Make it rain. Nesto head hurt, baby. This when he got sick, y'all. He needed. This is when he got sick, baby. His head is spinning over there. He's seeing doubles. Push it back. I will. Okay. Okay. Back on mute.
Jeez. Okay. Well, I was saying that after we talked, he was kind of, seeing what they were doing a little bit, trying to trip him up, trying to trip us up. He kept saying, because I told him, I said, just call her and see what she's saying about the truck. So he called her, and he was saying that, because I told him, I said, I think they just want me to come down there. And he was like saying the same thing. Yeah, I think they just want to see you,
Mm-hmm.
He said, that's what he was saying. He said because of the way they were saying, no, we need her to come down. And he said, well, I can get a power with her. And so they were saying, no, we just need to see her. She just needs to, sign off on the thing or something, like that. That's all. So he was saying he believed it was the same thing. They just, they just want to see what they can get out of me, I think.
Yeah.
Well. So it's like you don't have nothing after 3 months? You ain't got nothing? You still need to talk to me? I said, you don't have nothing after 3 months? You still trying to get stuff? You hear what I said? You see what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, I heard you.
Yeah, it's like, let this go. I don't know. But anyway, they're doing whatever they're doing. They're trying to do whatever they're trying to do.
Yeah. Well,
3 months after not a bond or anything, it sounds like, they're trying to make sure they didn't waste their time and just, playing somebody who they made them. In other words, that they made a mistake.
They're trying to see they made a mistake.
Well, something like that. I'm feeling.
They did make a mistake. They did make a mistake, but they can't see it though. They think they know, but they don't know what they're talking about. They just assume. So they did make a mistake.
Yeah, I believe that. I really believe that. And they're trying to, save face. They're trying to save face.
Yeah, they made a mistake. They made a mistake. So I'm gonna be patient. My time is. I can prove my innocence when it's time, but they made a mistake, so I'm not gonna even worry about it. Yeah, they made a mistake, and they definitely Shirley made a mistake when she went down there. So
she really
made a mistake, huh?
She really did, but she doesn't know it. Like I said, I think someone's in her ear.
Yeah, and she ain't talked to you because she mad at you or something. What's she mad at you for? You ain't did nothing to her.
Well, I think that she's scared to talk to me because she doesn't want to be implicated in anything.
Oh, well, how did you find out she went down there?
She told Tosh.
What?
Mhm.
Wow.
Mhm.
Did she know if something happened to you, she'll be done? Did she know that?
Yeah, she knows.
I don't think she do.
She knows, but I just think, that's what I think. I think somebody's in her ear telling her, girl, you better not talk to her because you never know, and go on down there. They keep calling you. Just go down there and see what they want. Just go down there.
So she called Tosh behind your back and told her.
Mhm.
And what did Tosh say?
She just told me, and she said that wasn't smart or something. She told her that wasn't cool. It wasn't smart. But
Well,
her justification was, well, they said they had my name and my kid's name on some
who
documents.
got money? You said somebody got some money?
No, money. I didn't say anything about money.
Oh.
I said her reasoning was, well, they had my name on some documents and my kid's name.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't. She lying. Nobody never had nothing. I don't even know nothing about them kids like that.
No, I'm not saying she's lying. That's what they told her. Because that's the same thing they told me. That's what they told me.
Yeah, no, that's all them lies right there. I don't even know nothing about none of that. I don't even put myself into that small shit.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, that ain't even my MO right there. So
but she thinks that
wow.
Some people think that just because you're arrested, you're guilty,
Right, but no,
just because you're arrested.
But first of all, she don't know my character if I was never put in harm's way. I never put in harm's way. Never.
Mm-hmm. I know. But she thinks she did, I guess.
Well, how am I do that? She's staying with us, and how am I doing that? Trying to help her get her place to stay and all that. That's
I know.
stupid.
I know.
Somewhere to ride and all that. That makes no sense to me.
I know.
But that's cool, though. That's cool. Like you said, I'm like Job right now. It's okay. I'm gonna be all right.
Yeah, you are. Just keep your faith strong.
Yeah, I am.
Keep your faith.
Yeah, that's it. And my job is not to sit here and destroy your character or your hard work and your mean. That's not my job.
Right.
So.
Right.
Yeah, I can take it here if it's on me now. If I made a mistake, I can do that. But no. So whatever I'm supposed to be doing and done, it was for my family. So we're gonna see. Yeah, we're gonna see at the end of the day. So.
We need another break, y'all. He said whatever he did or done, it was for his family. Okay. Anything they misconstrued, okay, he's trying to pronounce on he's trying to pounce on it. Did Sheridan tell you anything about me? He is sick. There he goes. Either she's breathing hard or smacking. That is annoying to me. It sounds like she's eating something, and she got the phone up to her. She's holding the phone instead of having on earbuds or something. I don't know. Panay was in her ear. Okay. I'm glad my side eye never changed, and it won't. Okay. That's what her mom should advise. I agree. Why wasn't it smart or cool, Shirley? What do you know? How do you know it wasn't smart? Because to me, the smart thing is to go down there to see what they actually have, as evidence, and then decide, which side I want to be on, the po or the po, okay? And that's po Nesto, okay? Then you make a sound decision because you have all the facts in front of you. The nerve of him. The lady just comfortably throwing her daughter under the bus. He's lightweight blaming Sheridan or his troubles. Knowing that he got a warrant. The reason that you initially was in there because of warrants. That had nothing to do with Sheridan. Sheridan knew that man was trash. I think Nesto tried to get funny with Sheridan too. Baby, he about to need meds. They're going to have to resuscitate Nesto after this call, honey. Sheridan was making sure she wasn't in this ish and her name was on the lease. And now he don't know them kids like that. Before, we heard him talking about, I've been there. I was there with her. I'm the only ninja that been in no kid's life. I was there when she pushed them out. I was at the hospital. Now he don't know them kids like that to be using that information. Once again, I'ma throw Dominique, aka Elijah Alexander, under the motherfucking rug because again, she was Nesto's assistant. She was also over there with the shits with Erica and Nesto, in my opinion, allegedly from Lady T-Bug. So she was close enough to Shirley, if she was Shirley's assistant, to get Sheridan and her kids' information. And that's just my thoughts, okay? Well, yeah, and what did Tasha say about me? Okay. And what was your MO, Nesto? You talking about that ain't even my MO. Like you got a carbon copy when you out here scamming and committing crimes. Like you over there throwing I won't say what I was gonna say. Carbon copy criminals, they usually have something like let's say a black rose or something like that. Y'all know what I was about to say, Nesto leaving at the scene of the crime, child, but I done said a damn enough. Nesto only does big crimes, not small stuff, baby. You say that little things, that small to a giant. Can't wait for those documents to be exposed at this trial. That stuff is small. That's petty. Okay. He said he don't do petty crimes, baby. He do grand larceny. That Shirley daughter in her responsibility clown. Your character is being a criminal. Okay, evangelist. Shirley seizure. Nasty Nesto is deflecting, and deflecting. He's such a horrible liar. Okay, you are not like Job. Job was not out in the world hooking and crooking. Okay, he said he was there when they were born. Okay, but now he don't know them kids like that. Okay, God, the gaslighting for me. Okay, he said whatever he thinks people want to hear. That's right, Jennifer. Nesto would have access to Sheridan and her kids' information. He probably tried to get stuff in her kids' name too. Right. Whatever he supposedly did or done was for his family. Baby, he said he did it all from them folks. You heard it, Big. It was Nesto and no one else. What happened to Job? Once Shirley left, so did Job. Your job is to lie, steal. Your job is to lie, steal, and destroy. I agree. I don't blame Sheridan. I would have went off. I'm sorry, but I can't. I'm sorry, but can anyone else see that Shirley and Sonya have a lot in common? I agree. I agree with you. One, they both eat while talking. The ninja is guilty as hell. Nesto is lying, though. Her everlasting truth. I didn't do it. Okay. Shirley is conversation didn't age too well, did it, hun? Right. And they are both the remedial. As a mother, I would want to know what my daughter's name is on. Just period. Oh, you coming back to the membership. I think you've been a part of the membership before. Thank you for becoming a member for 2 months. I think you have. Had Shirley went down there, perhaps she wouldn't have spent all that money paying for attorneys. Right. She could have bought her G-Wagon, fixed her credit, and if she desired, to be a homeowner, she could have put maybe the rest of the money towards a house. I know it was what, 70, I think 70,000 maybe she spent for all of his lawyers, but I'm just saying shit. She could have done something for herself. Nesto gonna blow. I am tired of hearing about Job. He helped her raise them kids. Now he don't know them. Speak on it, Lady T-Bug, please. Oh Lord, I'm sorry. Sanders, let me see. When Lady P start cussing, I pass out away. And I promised y'all earlier that I was gonna keep it cute and mute, and I can't even do it. That man gets under my damn skin. Dominique was humping Erica, Nesto, and probably Shirley. Oh my God. Let me see. Hey, Lion Mom. Hey, she. Okay, let's get back to it. I'm going back on mute.
I got faith in God, and I do have faith in the lawyer, so I'm good with that. And my time is coming to prove my innocence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm good with that.
Yeah, it's
What you say?
This is crazy. No, I'm just saying it's crazy. I know, but like I said, I really think that somebody's talking to her. Go on down there, and because after you got arrested, she stopped talking to me.
After she what?
After you got arrested, she really kind of stopped talking to me.
Oh.
When they called, well, I take that back. When they called her.
Oh, they called her because her name was in my fucking phone. That's why.
No, and then when they called me and I said, please don't bring my daughter into this, they wanted me to come down there. This was early on, and I didn't go. So they kept calling her, and it scared her. She was scared, and she went down there. That's why she went down there, because she was terrified. She was scared. Mom, I have never been involved in any police. I said, neither have I, but you don't have to go down there. You don't have to do that. But I guess they just kept calling her and telling her kids' names, and her names were on some documents, and she went down there.
And did she see anything with her name on it? No, she ain't see shit with her name on it.
Yeah, I don't know that part because she never talked to me about it.
That's why. She ain't have shit in her name or nothing. That's why.
Yeah. She never talked to me about anything.
That's why.
But I believe somebody told her to go down there. They keep calling you, go on down there.
Yeah, that's why she ain't talking to you, because you told her not to do that, and she can't tell you I had nothing on her name on nothing.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
So I don't know what they said to her. Even Tosh told her not to go.
Yeah, well.
This was early on, after she told me to call. But it's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. But it's just a mess. It's just, people, like I said, people that don't like you, they don't like you. They want to see you fall. They want to see us fall. They don't like me. They don't like the fact that we're together, that we're married, and we're still married.
Wow. Well.
Yeah.
Well. I signed up for it, so it's okay. This is worse than child dealing with with a child, with a baby, going back and forth with a baby. That's what it seemed like to me, but it's okay. But damn, that's sad. That's what she did. That's what she
went down there.
Yeah, she went down there talking shit about me. That's all right. Yeah.
But like I said, I don't believe. Yeah, she did that, and that's on her. But I truly believe someone had her ear, telling her to do it.
Yeah, but it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's all right. It's all right. It's gonna be just fine. Yeah, it'll come back around all the way at time. But all right. Well, look, what you doing today?
I don't know. I don't have any plans. I don't know. Last night I spoke on this forum with, it was women in Chicago radio. And so we did a whole big live streaming of people that used to work in Chicago and the people that came before us and after us. It was real good. The women that are in Chicago radio now. And it was really good. It was really, really good. It was fun. So I did that yesterday, and I don't know what I'm going to do today exactly, but I might just get out. I have a few things to take back. I'm preparing for my trip. I got a trip, I told you, on the 20th.
Okay.
And next week I got to go back to the dentist and get some new trays and, the usual stuff, get my hair done and, my nails done, all that stuff.
Okay, so how long do you think you'll be gone?
Oh, just 4 days from the 20th. I'll be back on the 24th.
Okay, because I'm just trying to figure out when I get a court date. So,
okay.
Court date. Yeah, if I get a court date, I guess you're going to have to get Ron or them to come get me or something.
Okay, yeah. Do you have their number?
Oh, no, I don't have their telephone number, so I got to get a pen when I call you back tomorrow.
Okay, yeah.
I'll get the number and everything. I might call you back later, so I can get their number and all that. And I guess you got to
Okay.
leave the money. But I don't know if they're gonna be able to come bum me out or not. So
Oh.
yeah, that's
Well,
the problem. I don't know
you
if
got to
they're
trust God. Yeah.
Huh?
But trust God and be prepared. I have 3 pay stubs. I probably have 4 of the latest ones.
Okay, so
If
call
we
down.
need all that.
All right, so the name is they're gonna be free of last bonding. So you can call them and start preparing it now and ask them what you need to do. Because I am gonna get a bond. I did talk to the lawyer. She said I am gonna get a bond. It's just when they're gonna send me to court to get a bond. So they
What is it? Free at last?
Yeah, free at last. That's in Atlanta, right around the corner from the jail. And they'll tell you. Huh?
I said one thing for sure, when you start your bonding service, you'll know how it goes.
Say that again?
One thing for sure, when you start your bonding service, you'll know how it goes.
Oh, yeah. So that's another thing. They just trying to get me caught up in a world spin because trying to figure out how I'm moving around. That's all that is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm good with that, but
there's some real criminals out here. You're not a criminal.
No, not like that. Not like that. Not like that. Not like the way they trying to betray me. Then on top of that is, when in business you're gonna have ups and downs, and you're gonna have people go against you. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, even the ones you try to help. You know, like my working when she crashed that car. You know, I could have pressed charges, but I didn't.
Yeah. You
know what I'm saying? So those are good deeds and good seeds that you put in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I ain't no evil person like that. There's a lot of evil people out here.
Right. I know.
Yeah. And I can be, but for what? That ain't gonna do me no good.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, free at last. I'm sorry,
yeah,
free at last.
Bonding.
Okay. All right. Okay, honey. Free at last bonding.
Yeah, so you might have to, I'll call you later, get their telephone number, and you might have to just leave the number, money to them, or whatever, and you do the application over the phone, and the money can go to them, and they'll bond me out. But I don't know what the bond's going to be, but I know it's going to be around, say if it's $50,000, so it's like $5,000.
Oh, 5, okay.
Yeah, it's 10%. It'll be 10% of
Right.
Yeah, that's what it is. So I don't know, is it 50,000 or 100,000? 100,000 is $10,000. I don't know. I'm just getting prepared for the worst. It might not even be that.
Okay. All right then.
Yeah. So if you can work on that date, just start getting prepared, because I don't know which. And then when I do burn out, they have to send me to Henry. See, that warrant that they said they got on me, that's a bad check warrant. That's what that is. That I had signed something for Dion, and he forgot to take the shit over there, and that shit 5 years old February. So if I would have sit in here 5 February, they would have dismissed it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I figured out what that was. So I had to get the warrant for that. So I did that while I was in Fulton County. That's what that was. So yeah, they locked him up for that. They locked Dion up for that.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's what that was. So if I did have to sit here February, they wouldn't even come get me at all.
What do you mean they wouldn't come and get you?
Because the warrant would be
because it'll be paid. I mean, it'll be over.
It'll
cleared.
be over. Yeah. I mean, because
I got you.
It expired. That's what I'm saying.
Right. I got you.
Yeah. And they didn't ever want me like that anyway, because I tried to go in and out a bunch of time, but like when I went to Texas, I had to keep figuring it out, because I know I didn't never go there, but they put it together. So I found it out. That's what that was. And then they got all my names mixed all up. And like they got me here with the wrong Social Security number.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'll give you my booking number here so you can know, and it's got my name spelled wrong and all that. Yeah. But
so let me have that.
Huh?
Do you have the booking number?
Yeah, you ready?
Yeah,
that's what it is. So you and Mike can look at my picture, how I look crazy now.
I don't know if I want to see that.
Yeah. But that's all right. That's okay. I ain't killed nobody. I ain't got no 7 deadly sins. I ain't got none of that shit. So I know I'm getting a bond. So
yeah, it's just that conspiracy stuff.
Yeah, that's all that is. So I'm good with that, and that's because they linked me with somebody else. But I figured all that out too, and it ain't bad as what they trying to make it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's all. But I got faith in God. I'm good. I'm gonna keep my spirits high, and I love you and thank you so very much, and for having faith in me. I know I got a crazy, crazy life. Yeah.
Yes, you do, sir.
Yeah. That's a
Thank you for using Global Tel-Link.
Hey, y'all. I'm going to drop the link if anybody would like to come up and verbalize their opinion. Feel free. Let me put something up here. I don't know what to say. All he cares about is getting out. And you actually think Ronna and Tasha gonna basically vouch for you? Because when you bond somebody out, you are responsible for that person, right? You're saying you're gonna ensure that they show up to court. They're not gonna run off on the plug, you know. I would not take that risk with somebody else's husband. Not at all. They say, Shirley, that's a damn enough. Baby, he said, free at last, free at last. Bonding agency is right around the corner. Nesto thought he was getting a bond. You know, every damn call he getting out. I don't blame Sheridan for going to get her name cleared. Funk with anybody talking about knowing that she didn't do anything illegal. Funk Nesto cheating ass. Okay. She sounded like Sonya when she said that. And that's when she said, you're not a real criminal. You just petty theft. Okay. No, he theft by every damn thing. Okay. That's why you still in there. Stupid. He can't have a bonding. He is a felon. Like he could have a security company because he a damn felon. But hey, if you don't know, that ain't my damn fault, right? She actually think this ninja could have a security company and carry a pow. Come on. Free at last, yo. No more shackles. I'm glad. MLK rolling in his damn grave. Okay. He should be a pro with bond due to the 19 cycles, honey. This little stick that he did ain't got nothing on that. He should have already, been certified in bonding out, right? He don't need no crash course. World spin. Thank God Almighty. You not free at last, okay? Not like that. No, your ass not. You still waiting on that bond. And right, he said 10 to 15%. Child, y'all heard Shirley almost passed the F out when he said it'll be about 50,000, 100,000. She said, what? Never ask. Where is your damn coins at? Do you have a business account that you can leverage to get you out so I can keep my coins? Yes, world spin. Nesto say my life is a world spin. His worker, he wanted I started a bonding. He wanted to start a bonding business. Or what did he say about the core? He said somebody he could have pressed charges on whomever wrecked his car, but he didn't. If it was people getting wrecks all the time, that's why we have insurance. It's not anything criminal against wrecking a car unless they stole the car and wrecked it, right? You should already reported it stolen, or when it filed the proper paperwork. But if you gave somebody the keys and they got an accident in your car, they don't end up in jail. So I don't know what the idiot. He was just trying to play on Shirley's intelligent, and she's like, I know. Okay. Now he is a career criminal, baby. He a habitual offender. How okay, I already said that about the car. Oh, my Shirley, how the tables have turned. Because in other conversations, he's implied that Erica did all the rental fraud. So if Erica did that on her own, how do you know that Sheridan name was not on the documents? And I think he's talking about one of those cars for his security business too. I don't know. Jesus, why? A whole lot of AI out here. He working the same on pressing charges on him. The whole time Nasty Nesto is talking dirty on the phone with the silly side hen and is the ninja ain't qualified for a bonding service. I think I came in at the wrong time. I'm stepping into some bullshit. Baby, scroll it back, scroll it back. You'll have a lot to say. Shirley, if you don't pick your up off the damn ground, I know something. I think because he didn't off someone, he's not that bad. You know, he say, I ain't committed. I ain't broke none of the 7 deadly sins. I'm like, well, do you know what they are? Because I beg to differ. Okay. Press charges. Wasn't that a stolen car? Child, I don't know. I wouldn't want my name tied to anything either. I'm not going down behind some fucking wankster. Okay, cry baby. This is a classic case of let's God cook. Okay, everybody got it is getting their share. Shirley, what do you call a real criminal? Sir, you are beyond evil. Hey, Jackson. And hey to everybody that joined the chat. Hey, Salt and Pepper Tresses. They told me to keep it cute and mute, so I was on mute, so I wasn't speaking to everybody as they came into the chat. So hey to everyone in the bushes that entered the chat after I was speaking to everybody. Real criminal, what you say? What you talk about, Willis? Shirley got hooked at that. Well, she got hooked on Vic. I would love to hear the conversation with SS and Sheridan later when her mama woke up. I still would have had to give it to her, but that's just me being me. Listen, I gotta hit you with some low blows. I gotta be petty, but and I'm not gonna accept her apology, but we can move forward, okay? Because you done said too much shit, Shirley. Okay. Them folks said you need to pay 100% cash on your bond, Nesto. No 15, no 10. They say they want all their money up front. Baby Shirley almost needed to be resuscitated and revived. I was trying to give y'all the red flags when I knew something was gonna come up. Money can't go to them, meaning Sonya. Bad check is on Dion. Yeah, how you get arrested for something Dion did? He's like, yeah, Dion did that 5 years ago. He went to jail, but they put a warrant on me. No. Hey, CW. She said, dumb bitch, I told you so. Now pay my damn rent. Girl, trash car put in an insurance claim for the damages. Right, Chris Christmas. Shirley just was dumb on this call. Free at Last Bond is in Marietta, Georgia, minutes up the street from Nesto. Hey, Angel Hair. She had a mediocre stroke. Wait, he blaming Dion. You got the worst, Nesto. Bond in the millions. Shirley almost had a heart attack when he said 50,000, 50K. Yes, no, you blaming Dion. You blaming everybody, baby. He ain't did nothing. That's just how he had Shirley fooled with these lies. Baby, he wasn't try. Baby, it wasn't like he had the whole say too much. He was just saying one thing. And she was like, I know. They want my life. You hear that, Dion? Throwing you under the bus. So here is Dion's fault. Okay. A bad check now. Okay. Dion, your daddy said you did the crime. Bad check. How do you get a warrant for something Dion did? Shirley knew what was going on. She knew he was clean. He wasn't. I'm gonna say wasn't clean. Dion don't have nothing to do with it, right? All I can hear is her smacking. Oh no. Do you have on earbuds? How can the bad chat be Dion? That's on him. Yes, please like the live. Job, I hope you turn both of your cheeks away from these two. In 2023, he still had those warrants in Henry County. He said he had them for 5 years. So that is correct. And that's 5 years prior to him, getting arrested. He was giving mucho mucho stroke Shirley. Oh my God, Sherry, excuse me. She's still waiting to get out 2.5 years later. I bet it was a hot convo. I mean, she let this ninja take her through 5 evictions with the fast mush mouth talking, the dumb lies he tried to a clueless person. He tried to tell a clueless person. Sounds like she has one of those church peppermints in her mouth. I thought he was running his info through his company, right? He said he was gonna countersue them folks, right? I'm like, okay, they have to sue you first for you to countersue them, Nesto. Okay, but you gonna countersue them folks, and because his warrant information didn't come up. He said he had been running his name every day, every morning, every midday and night, and nothing came up by the warrant. But on here, he's saying he knew the warrant been out there for 5 years. He know Dion went to jail for it, right? But nothing came up in the system. We know he didn't have a company at that time, so that was a lie. Sir, that's because you had to use so many SS numbers, right? They got the wrong social security number in there because you did not use the correct one. But guess what? That number that he gave her, that never changes. That's your new identification number, okay? They got all my names all mixed up, girl. How many he got? Like 35 aliases. Okay, am I almost to the bottom? Wait a minute, 4:30. Oh no, I'm about 15 minutes off. Okay, let me try to hurry up so I can drop the link. Um It's spelled right now, correct. Okay, it's spin number. No, they don't even use that. They use that number, like you said, chick. They don't even use that stuff he's talking about. That's irrelevant. He keep throwing his friends, family under the bus with stuff. My brother did some ish with his wives and his girlfriends. When he didn't come home, he told them he was over at my place helping me. Don't put me in this, bro. It was owned by a friend a long time ago. LOL. Oh my God. Let me get so he done told her it was bad business decisions, not stealing like he did, and she believed him. She don't ask no questions. Uh-oh. Yeah, he gave it to her. I remember I told you I was gonna take any information out of the call. I actually just took it out. He gave it to her. And he also gave her Tasha them phone number as well. Killing you unaliving people, bank accounts, took people innocence allegedly. As long as it's not the 7 deadly sins, he can do the crime. Weirdo. But hey, stealing, lying, and adultery, adulterer. He what? No, a crazy lie. You have a career criminal life. She was like, "You're not a criminal, hun." Shan, are you gonna come up? I'm gonna skip your comments. Miss Butterfly, that smacking. Justin was like, I couldn't even damn focus. Hopefully you getting, the information from the chat. Something tells me if Nesto gets out, he will be far more dangerous than ever before. He feels he has nothing to live for, and he's old and going to die soon. Anyway, Sonya will be doing crimes with him. I can see that. He is a professional career criminal, 40 years in the game. Okay. Birthday. Is his birthday today or tomorrow? Is it the 9th? Sure. Okay, it is the 9th. Thank you. I was gonna say I think it's tomorrow. I thought she was going to choke on that damn candy, honey. Baby, you know it probably went down the throat. When he said that amount, I don't think we heard her smacking after he told her that amount. Yeah, we should have started from the beginning. Hey, mistress. Right, how you gonna press charges? There was no damn crime committed. Stop it, Nesto. So is he blaming Dion for not turning something in? Sure. He lying. He lying. He had time. He could have turned it in himself. Shit. He dick dashing down them streets in the ATL. Why is it Dion's responsibility to go turn in something for his business or whatever he lying about? Woo, that smacker took me out. Can you pull the records for that Dion? I think I've already did that. I need to link that sunflower. I did a live is Dion a felon, and I pulled all his information. I think that's what you mean. Dion spoke with Officer Fields. Okay, Linda Gibbs is she started from the beginning. Shirley is singing. I was blind, but now I see. I was lost, but baby, now I have been found. Right, but his explanation was they would be gone, but the warrants are still there till this day. Yep, baby, they just removed them and bought them back. From July 22 to January 2025, Nasty Nesto is innocent. He getting out every day, and he don't know none of them folks, them people. Okay. Thank you, Sunshine. Because y'all know this gonna be in the uninterrupted without my country voice. And no manipulation. But besides the things I took out. Hey, hun, in the bushes working on my black job. Excuse me. Silly side here. Can you present Nasty Nesto income tax filing for all of his businesses? He's a businessman. Maybe he was gonna kinda not really sue instead of not counter sue. Child, he said he was gonna counter sue them folks. On the replay, the truck, the F-350 was in repo. Okay. Yep, we heard that in this call as well. And she paid $1,000 at this time to get it caught up. Okay. Or did she not pay the $1,000? Because they did repo it and had it over there at the auction spot. Shirley never checked what he said to see if it was true, baby. She didn't ask no damn questions. He's blaming everyone for everything. You're welcome. I'll have to link it. Child, he played down on everything that he did have a felon on. Pretty much he played them down to misdemeanors, did like diversion programs. He did a drug treatment program, probation and stuff like that. Kind of sue them all, Nesto. Sorry if I missed. When was this call? I didn't say. You didn't miss it. Okay, link. If you would like to come up and verbalize your comments, feel free to come up. I wanted to get through everybody comment because I told y'all that I was going to read y'all I was going to read them. And I was gonna do too much commentary, but I didn't really stick to it. I had to mute myself and in order not to say stuff. So come on down, baby. If the price is right, come on down. I'm Bob Barker today. A lot of information was revealed in this call. I got some more coming up, y'all. I've been staying up, getting this stuff together for y'all. And I do have something coming up about the ring for you, Miss Mad About Music. Let me start sharing my screen. What are we going to this to at work? When you go back to work, I go back to work on Friday because I need to do these people time sheets. So I'll be going back on Friday. I may leave early, I don't know, but Monday I'll be back to my regular schedule program. Got some
Hello?
static. Okay, hey,
Can you hear me?
yes, I can hear you.
Okay. I'm just, I think I told you this morning that I'm more floored than anything that he tried to blame Dion. We know Shirley is
Yes.
goofy when it comes to this man. Whatever whole
Mm-hmm.
pull he had on her, I have my theories. She didn't ask no questions. That's why he picked her goofy self. She's just happy to have a man in her corner that's gonna love her unconditionally, love all So Shirley had low self esteem, or she had low self esteem. Maybe her self esteem is better now. But the fact that he banked off of her not knowing the criminal justice system. But the fact that he said that's a something I did for Dion. They picked Dion up 5 years. He said like 5 lies in 1 minute. They picked they picked Dion up 5 years ago. They had him locked up, not worrying about like Dion, if she was gonna go to Dion and ask him, "Hey, your dad said this check is for you." I mean, as a stepmother, you might go and say, "Hey, Dion, your dad said that this other warrant is based off of something that you had. Do you know about that?" You know what I mean? Most, I mean, without overstepping boundaries, you might ask your stepson, "Hey, have you been using your dad's name?" She didn't ask any questions. How does Dion get locked up for something that supposedly he did on Dion's behalf that Dion already got locked up for? It just didn't make any sense. And she didn't ask nothing. She's just like, "Okay, hon. Okay, I gotta get my nails done. I gotta get my hair done." That's all she just cares about appearances. I'm like, girl, this is how you end up in situations like this, not asking any questions. Because I mean, when if you're a nosy person like myself, you be asking every single question. So wait, why isn't Dion locked? Why didn't they go get? Is a warrant still out for Dion? Like, I mean, most of us have a base knowledge of was Dion using, of the criminal justice system, a real basic knowledge of it. If they're locking you up for something that your son supposedly did, then was your son using your name? She didn't ask nothing, nothing at all. And then the I forgot the stuff with Sheridan. That's why I go back and forth with her. Um, and him saying that I'm trying to be polite because I know you got to get monetized. Him saying that what did he say? Does she know if something happens to you that she's done? Like basically cursing Sheridan and calling her worthless, like nothing, that she can't fend for her own damn self. It's the audacity of it, and it's obvious he's comfortable talking like that around her about her own child. And she just this, "I know, hon. I know. I don't know what these people are setting up for." And she's still being motivating. Like, "Oh, well, maybe you'll know a lot about this when you get your bail bonds business." Girl, she too damn old to be this damn dense. And I don't mean that in an ageist thing, but I'm just saying on a real perspective. She is too fucking old to be this dense about all of this shit. Not asking any questions, not going to your friends, not wanting to talk to the police. I understand not going to wanting to talk to the police just on by yourself, but Dion talked to him, and Dion does have a criminal. He may not be a felon, a classified felon, but Dion has been in the criminal justice system. He
Mm-hmm.
talked to the police. Why can't you bring your black ass down there and talk to the police?
Y'all could have went together, but I know that he was there to cause the self. You know what I'm saying? That so he can report back to Nesto and keep Shirley from knowing the truth. And thank you, Miss Lady, for the 4.99 super sticker. I really appreciate it.
Right? It's just, yeah, they could have walked down there hand in hand. Dion could have stopped, Dion did seem he was overprotective, maybe on his daddy's behalf, but he seemed
Mm-hmm.
very protective of Shirley and the stuff that she would say, do, and answer when it came to all this stuff. So they could have came in together, even though they may have interviewed them separately. They still could have went together, and Dion could have just versed her if they started asking questions about any of his stuff. Do this, but she's just willfully at this point. It's kind of like, I don't want, it just seemed like, I don't want to know. I don't want to know what you're doing. You say that you're doing. Oh, and I missed the part when he said the girl crashed his car. One of his workers crashed his car.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that the girl who he has alluded to is accusing him of SA?
Yep.
I'm not sure, but he also said something about the CP, that the computer was in that car as well. So I'm not sure. Go ahead, Shan. You know? I heard you
Yeah,
say
that's the
something.
girl that
Okay.
he accused of. That's accusing him of the SA is the one. Because remember, he said, I didn't even do nothing when she crashed. He was telling a little Scooter, I didn't even do nothing when she crashed my car, and I could have did something then. And that's how I
Okay.
believe that's what
Right.
he was talking about. Because if y'all
Go ahead,
remember
Shan.
that conversation he had with her, that's what he was saying. She crashed my car and I didn't do nothing in, and now she want to do all this. I could have said something then. Well, crashing somebody's car and then being an SA victim is quite different, young man. I'm sorry, you old fool. That's quite different. If I might say so myself, quite different. Man. And I just think Shirley, she just, it kind of, I wasn't in the mood to hear that yesterday. And when she said Sheridan did this and Sheridan did that, and they went on this whole Sheridan, like it's all Sheridan fault. That kind of like ticked me off, because it's like, hold up. So you telling me Sheridan is the reason why his air quotes business decisions didn't go right? Sheridan is the reason why he was sleeping with the lady, letting her borrow the ambulance, took a car, talked about trading in it, never really actually leveled her up. So Sheridan is the reason why he ran around with a black bag. Sheridan is the reason why he needed to take you in to get a dang on laptop, because he can't afford one himself. Because guess what, fool? He's spending all your money. So that did not ring any bells. Like, Shirley is this call right here as a wife. It wouldn't have went like that. Because when he started talking about a bond and he was just securing his money, you know what you're going to secure? If I'm not here, you don't get out. You wait till I get back. I ain't giving nobody nothing. And where your money at? Because how do I get access to your money? Because my friends laugh all the time. Because I tell my husband, he be like, can I just throw me a couple dollars? I don't want to run to the ATM when I'm getting my money back. Because I don't play about mine with nobody. We not putting all our money together in no account. And Shirley, you seem to know how much money going to bank, because you're talking about your pay stub right now. So that leads me to believe that you blindly follow this idiot, this yuck mouth talking idiot. You blindly follow this man. Because she got him them teeth. Because that's why she was talking about the dentist. Because she know that she got him them teeth. Quit playing with me. She got him them teeth.
You think
Shirley
they're
is just...
dentures?
No, they're veneers, in my opinion.
We have a question. Nesto had to leave Shirley in the bed to go get that girl. Nesto didn't come home at night. He probably was already out on the RV. Am I crazy? Or if you listen to the very early videos between phone calls, okay, between Shirley Ernesto, when he's so hard that she put the black box up, I think Shirley turned that over. Remember the black box?
She put up a black box for him and turned it over. That's what she tried. They're alluding to the fact that Shirley put up a black box for him and turned it over. I came in after a month of the calls already being dropped. So this stuff, if she didn't repost it, I didn't hear some of it. But I don't remember him giving her a black box because they got the black bag out the car.
Miss Lady, I see you. She say sorry to be stuck on this one topic, but SS wouldn't want to know if her name is being used fraudulently. They just made me mad, and she threw Sheridan under the bus like that,
She
right?
don't believe it. That's Miss Lady. The point about, if you listen to this call, Shirley is talking like he's innocent. He's straight up innocent. All it was some bad. That's why Lady T-Bug said she wasn't reading them all my comments. All this was
Oh yeah, I knew you was gonna come up there.
bad business decisions. Shirley is talking like I would talk if my husband went to jail for some of this stuff, because you know what? I'm in them emails, I'm on that phone. Nah, he ain't did none of this. No, y'all trying to trump charges up on him.
Okay.
Y'all keep putting stuff on him, but this ain't my husband. This Nesto, and he did it. But Shirley trying to act like they putting this on you. They charge you because she believes. Remember the other day when we was doing this? Because this is the point where she believes everything that falls out of his lips. She don't need no corroboration. If somebody else say something different, he right. What they say is wrong, and what he says right, and it could be busting upside the head like the red flag Lady T-Bug was throwing out there at us. But Shirley believed everything. And it's so weird to me because neither one of my grandmothers, and they were both, 50, 60 years older than me, ever gave that some dude could just come tell them all this mess and they just going for it. My grandma's was feisty. I don't get it. I don't understand why I guess Vicky said it earlier, she wanted a man so bad. But it's just funny that, another thing, if I was Dion, somebody send this to Dion, because if he heard this mess, I would never talk to him no more, because this right here solidifies for me as your child, as the child that you've loaned your little swimmers to, that you'll be trying to put me in your place if you could.
Right,
That's what
girl.
this says. That's what this says.
That's the what got me floored. Like, wait a minute, you trying to pin a case on Dion? You know this call is recorded.
Because if you trying to say I used your name before for something else, you trying to say I didn't use your. What's to stop you from saying I use your name for the rest of this stuff you got going on? Unless they got video of you doing the transactions, like or somebody you did a transaction with, like at the dang on the diamond shop. Other than that, what's to stop you from saying you gonna, you know what I'm saying? You gonna throw me under the bus for this stuff. But I can't really put myself in Shirley's shoes, because once you got arrested the first time, we done, because it's not that you getting arrested, it's what you're getting arrested for. Because you a thief, homeboy. You a thief, and you stealing from the people, you'll steal from me. I don't care. A thief is a thief. They don't care who they steal from. I learned that many moons ago.
Okay, I want to read this from Miss CLC. Remember, he told Sonya that the 19-year-old got set up. She was supposedly going to buy some hair, and the girls jumped her and damaged the car. That's why he didn't call the police. You are right. I forgot about that, because I was like drawing a blank with what is he talking about. Yeah, that is another another I forgot about that. Thank you, Miss CLC. Not soaking Saya soaking the diaper. Okay, go ahead.
I need to know more about the black box.
I'm drawing a blank with that, because he did have stuff in the car that they got, and we know they got everything from Erica, but I'm drawing a blank with the black box, y'all. Help me with the black box, y'all.
Yeah, because if y'all can give us a month, I can go back in the calls and try to figure out what the black, because I don't remember, because Shirley not the person that I would be getting to put nothing up, okay? Because Shirley gives dingbat. I mean, I know some people think Shirley is smart and all, but to me, Shirley gives my man. and whatever my man say is what I believe. So I don't understand Shirley speak. I just see it how it is. I just recognize it. I don't understand that. So I'm just like, I don't get it. But I really want Dion.
Okay.
I need to find homeboy and send him this this video.
Well, I'm going through a lot of stuff, and all it's a lot of stuff I ain't never heard. That's why I had to call Shan and Vicky yesterday. I know they be down like 4 flats in the Cadillac, baby, busting out windows out the car with me. And I said what I said, was busy, baby. I will be utilizing some of y'all. So I got a lot of y'all over there on IG already. So if y'all get a link from me saying, listen, have we heard this? Y'all know I'm with the shit.
Right, Linda. What character? Nobody knows Nesto characters because that mug changed. Like, what's that? A gecko. Whatever it's on, it changed to that.
Right. And back to the 7th of the city. We know he damn greedy. And he envious because he don't like Shirley. And he lusting over damn material things. I mean, come on, sir.
Nesto's a Tyler Perry character. I mean, he's like one of the. I don't even
I'm gonna
think
look
Tyler.
for it. Go ahead,
I don't
Vic. I'm
think.
sorry.
I don't even think Tyler can write a character like Nesto because he shows us. He shows us his range every single phone call. I mean, he has depth and range of all kinds of lies and disputes. I'm just, again, I'm just floored about him trying to pin a case on his son. Like, enough for these people to go and pick up Dion's, like, well, this, your daddy said that this charge, we have your daddy on recording saying this charge is for you. Were you in Henry County on the, such and such date? And of course, Dion, for some reason, he shows fealty to his goofy daddy who doesn't have any respect for him whatsoever, only when he needs him or only when he just needs to whine to somebody. I tell him you need to tell somebody, I'm still alive. I'm still alive. I'm still hanging in there, brother. It's
That's
good
why
to hear your
Dion had
voice.
19 cent on that last call.
Dion is, I mean, I don't expect a child just to give up on their parent unless some truly tragic stuff happens.
Hey,
But
Vicky,
this should be
Dion might want to yoke him up when he get up out of there.
I know that's what
Jack
Dion
'em
waiting
up.
on.
Dion might be keeping him on the line, so I can't lose him when he get up out of there. And I'm gonna yoke him up for air for good for new and old. Remember, we used to get your butt whooped for new and old.
Dion, I'm sure Dion is waiting. I will pick you up. If by some chance Nesto gets time served in probation, Dion, I'm gonna pick you up. Dion, tear that ass up in that Hellcat, whatever he's driving, and then leave him on the side of the road. Now talk about me. I'm gonna give you something to talk about. I'm a crybaby. Okay, now watch me cry. Nesto can't fend for himself no more. Remember, he got them bad kidneys, and what else? He got the gout. He got the high blood pressure. He's got the bad eyes. He got butter on his teeth. What else he got? The knees, head, shoulders, knees, and toes. All it's just it's the audacity of it. Well, again, I'm disappointed in Shirley. Like hearing the full call, I'm very disappointed in her. But I'm still just floored. With Nesto, like these of a feather do not actually flock together. There is no loyalty amongst thieves when it comes to him.
No,
I,
not at
I
all.
I mean, your crimey used to be able to hold you down and not say nothing, but they don't work like that no more. And Nesto's an old school criminal. You would think that he would hold it down, but no, he's I mean, literally like pinning a case on Dion. And Shirley don't think nothing of it. Like, oh, really? Oh, okay. Okay, hon. Okay. And thinking that Ronald and Tasha gonna bond him out, go sign for him. I
Right.
ain't signing shit. You
Right.
stay in town and sign for him. Well, how long you gonna be in town? Cause I will get a bond. Like trying to hold her hostage, like making
But
her.
I don't think, Vicky, I don't think, because the first thing I caught was the money aspect of her leaving. Because how we gonna get the money? You gonna leave it there? What you gonna do with the money? You know what I'm saying? That was what I was thinking. I was thinking, he don't want her to be there. He don't care if she there or not. He just needs somebody to show up with some money and sign the slip. But I ain't
I
signing
mean,
nobody's bond slip. But I'm like y'all said, because you sign the bond slip, you are signing
you're responsible
that
for
you're
him.
responsible. So
Yeah.
I did that one time when I was 19, and the woman, well, I didn't even call her. She was like my age too. The bitch didn't show up for court, and they were calling me a year later on this bond. I didn't think any. Eventually, they must have got her because they stopped calling me for it. So I learned the hard way because it wasn't just the bondsman company. They turned it over to a collection agency. So for like 20, I mean, it was, I don't know. I can't remember the amount, but I know I'll never do it again. But I mean, that's just a no. Like, and I understand Shirley was under the impression that she was legally married and was so enamored with this man for some strange reason that we have yet to understand. But maybe some of us can understand. But all of this is just, it's too much, baby. It's too much. She was doing too much for him, not doing enough for her daughter emotionally, but doing a lot for him, doing a lot more for her husband emotionally, and not doing enough for her children emotionally, in my opinion. You just automatically assume that your daughter went down there and told them lies. Why? And you putting it all on your daughter, and you letting your husband just talk cash crap about your child, your only child, the child that you waited 40 some odd years for to have, your only baby. To allow a man to put that kind of separation and distance between y'all, whether you may not like her as a person, I'm sure she loves her daughter, but it's just crazy to me.
yeah, but Nesto, I don't think people realize that Nesto even admitted to being a criminal. Because remember, he said when she said, you're not a criminal," and he was like, "Well, I'm not that kind of criminal."
He said
Right.
that ain't my MO. That ain't my MO.
When he talked about the kids, when he said the kids, yeah, it's just like, I ain't that kind of criminal. Does she know I wouldn't put her in harm's way? Well, harm's way could just be you using my name. Using my name is harm's way. Well, this is not the old school where you get to the baby's name, put the baby's name in on the light bill and call it a day, and hopefully you'll pay it off later. No, we don't have those days anymore. You can't just use children's names and my name for whatever you want to use it for, thinking that you'll pay it back one day, or I shouldn't complain because my mama's paying my bills for me. He's awful. And I'm sorry, Shirley, on this call right here, she was. And she was getting on Ronald's nerves too. I felt bad for Ronald. Don't leave my house
Left
not
them
locking my
people door.
door.
Yeah, out there walking and huffing and puffing.
Did you unlock this? Trying to blame it on. Did you unlock this, Ronald? No, you left it open. That's what you did. When your husband getting out?
And then what really kind of like is weird is the fact that most men don't feel comfortable with talking about your kids. Because my husband don't even feel comfortable really talking about his own kids to me, because he know they're my kids, bro. Like, we this what we not gonna do. Let me do that. I'm the parent for that. If you're not gonna take that job, and we distinguished a long time ago, you not the you not the one that's gonna do the discipline and all this other stuff. So I
Right.
need you to keep it light and cool like you do. He a jokester, so we're gonna let you keep it light and cool and be your jokester self, and let me deal with the deal with. You know what I'm saying?
And
And he's okay with it.
to really respond to Jennifer, I know she wasn't very close to Sheridan before, from what we understand, um, but she still allowed for more space and distance, is what I'm saying. to be presented or to be even be advocated for by her husband. Because he proudly states, I put her ass out because she was disrespectful to her mother. Kids go through that process. Even adult, like, just because you turn 18 does not make you emotionally mature. I'm sorry, it just doesn't. So you may be grown in a legal sense, but it does not make you an emotionally mature person to where you can always make the best decisions and be as respectful as you should be as a kid. And so, I would like for it to be like a magic wand when you turn 18, all of your past, goofiness goes away, but it doesn't happen that way. And whether Sheridan had a couple babies or not, and her mom may have been helping her and she may have been being disrespectful, that happens. It's up to you as a parent. I said this last night about 50 Cent. It's up to you as a parent to correct that. If you feel like it's going bad, correct it. If the correction is you gonna have to get out. You may have to get out of my house if you can't be respectful, and I'm not gonna help you. Now, would you like to talk about this? Would you like to renegotiate and try to, get some sense? But that's just my opinion. Who am I? All I have is a dog.
That was pretty good advice. Because like you said, most of the times when you turn 18, you are an adult legally, but you still not gonna be able to go out and fend for yourself unless you're a trust baby, a sugar baby, or you going into the military or somewhere where you are not gonna really need, your parents' help. Even in their when they're in college, they need their parents' help because depending on your income, depending on what they could get, far as grants, loans, or if you didn't,
Mm-hmm.
have a college fund, set aside for your kid, they still got to you still have to provide your tax information, your income, and all that stuff when your kid, is in college.
And even when you join the military, that's even worse than having to listen to your mom and your daddy. They, I mean, they've gotten boot camp has gotten softer from my understanding than what it was in the
Way,
90s. Um,
way.
but but they're still hard on you. Like it's not Full Metal Jacket anymore, but it is it's
The
in
whole
between.
military is softer because Vicky, when I was in, I came in right when they stopped hitting people. They had
Right.
just stopped hitting you, but they were still cussing at you like you wasn't ish.
You
And
wasn't
so if you
nothing.
wasn't from the hood, you couldn't take it. And there was plenty of people up in there that could not take it. Meanwhile, I'm sitting there smiling, getting us all in trouble because I'm from the hood and I heard worse. And he up there turning red. My platoon leader, one of our platoon leaders, he had red hair and he was a clear guy. He was red, his hair was red, and he yelling at us, calling us bitches. He was calling us out all kind of names, the P word, the C word. He wasn't holding them up. And these other girls and some of the guys was just and crying. And I'm standing here like, this what make y'all cry? I guess where I'm from. This don't make you cry. This make you just push somebody down or something. This don't make you cry though. This just
I know
normal.
my boyfriend would have been in the military probably around the same time as you, like probably maybe early 90s. From maybe late. I don't know what time you were in the military, but he was in early
90s.
90s, and I think right around Desert Storm, and he's like I
Desert Storm
when
was
he was
still going on all through the 90s. It didn't even stop until
well,
sometime in the
I'm not
2000s.
I know he didn't. Oh, I don't know, but let me go back to my point before I forget. He was still of age where he could re-enlist, and he was like, considering his options as far as career wise. So once you re-enlist, the the army is pussy right now. It's like I can't go back in because it's too soft right now. I wouldn't be able to deal with all these crybabies in there. I went in there. He basically, I mean, he said I damn near got assaulted by his platoon leader. He said you just had to take it. It was what it was. And then like my boyfriend had he had ADHD, so he was kind of like he was automatically jittery. He had that Ricky Smiley energy where moved around a lot, and like he had to kind of like be pushed into submission to keep still. So what they're offering right now. I mean, yeah, but we've digressed, so I apologize. But the point I was trying to make was, if you are a parent and you choose to be a parent, you choose to carry that baby to term, and or you, as a man, choose to do your thing inside a woman, and y'all have a baby, you have an obligation to that child, whether you like it or not, and that is emotional, financial to a certain extent, and to provide them a mentally stable place. You bringing in a cuckoo bird who's a thief, a liar, a scammer, and a cheater, and you put him above your daughter, something ain't right about that to me. But again, I just have a dog.
No, no, no. Because, like you said, even if you are one of those parents that say at 18 you gotta go, I would hope you would be preparing your kid. Not just saying, okay, here you go out there, you figure it out. That's crazy. To me, hopefully you are, you know, trying to help them be independent. That's because I couldn't imagine.
I mean, but we
Um,
are also speaking about a woman who was shamed to be a grandma at the appropriate grandma age.
yeah, yeah. And
And
I
you
think it
think,
was real that put down there that both. That's the thing that gets me too. It's like we know that when parents aren't married or together, that they're not gonna be both parents in the home. But the fact that neither one of them were there, they kind of just left her out there, and that could be trauma. She don't have siblings, like some of us do. Vic, you single. You don't have siblings by your mom, but she's not around cousins, nothing. She's just there with her grandmother. And to be honest with you, her grandmother was older. Like, so a lot of grandmothers, they not out here, want to rip and run. You want to go to the mall, the movies, or you want to stay after school for games and stuff like that. They don't want to be driving like that. They want to just be at home watching TV. So now, grandmothers are young, hip, fly, and all that. But shoot, my grandma was not gonna be doing all that. So I can imagine, sitting there lonely with your grandmother, and it's just y'all, and no parent is, there, on a regular basis. It seems like her dad wasn't around because he wanted to mend the relationship at a later time. He had never seen her grandkids.
right?
I mean, but whose fault is that too? I mean, if he, like you said, if he wasn't around her whole childhood, and Shirley's like, I forgave him. Well, you a grown 60-something-year-old woman. This is still an emotionally immature. I think Sharon is probably 28 now, if anything. I think she's 20. Yeah, she. So, by the time these calls came out, Sheridan was just hitting 25. Like,
I'll try. Yeah, that's I always say that don't be so hard because she's still young.
mm-hmm,
And look at her mom. Like, I think that's the same sex. As, normally who is the one that's more hands on with that child? Because you're trying to teach them how to be the woman or a man.
right,
Depending on the sex, in my opinion.
right. And I mean, I had the same thing. I had a like well, I graduated when I was 17. I graduated early. But my mom, she was encouraging me not to. She was encouraging me to either go to college or stay at home. And my goofy self went with my high school sweetheart because he said he would miss me too much. Like, I mean, I had the support there. I chose to slap my hand at the support. Like, when you got to give kids the option to. You can't just throw them out there because my mom strongly, like, she said, like, don't do this. Like, I'm just telling you, you're gonna be an adult, but I'm pretty sure you're gonna regret all of this. But she was giving me those options, and then what happened? A year later, we were calling each other. Can I come home, please? Yeah, baby, come on in. We're gonna get back together. We're gonna do this together. I mean, and I don't expect a parent just to not live their life and not not just to kind of, stop living all together and it just be all about their child 100% and not have any happiness. But some of that does apply. You do need to have some priority and focus. Shirley, I don't know when she started making like I know we've kind of concluded that she should have been making more
Yeah, I
if
think
that
she
raise is
should.
true. But
Yeah.
uh, if she was still making whenever she got up to 400,000 or even 200,000, that was a time to say, hey, come on, come on with me. I don't know. I don't know. It is what it is, but I don't like how she let her so-called husband make these comments about her daughter. I don't like that her so-called husband tried to pull a case, tried to pin a case on his son.
Yeah, that was messed up. And thank you for the 4.99 super sticker. Thank you so much for contributing to the channel.
I gotta look at what I sent you last night because I was working. So I didn't rehear the call again because it took me a minute to get through it, Lady T Bug. I ain't gonna lie, because
Just listen to members without the commentary.
no, I was just saying,
Oh.
last night or this morning when you
Oh,
sent it
this
to me.
call. You talking about this
Yes.
call. Okay,
Uh-huh.
yeah. I, yeah, Vic was up with me. Again, it was 3 my time. We all suffered varying, I think that's probably various degrees of trauma, but we still ain't nobody fool unless we want to be as Shirley Strawberry has no excuse. She knew better but made her choice. She's old school more than us. Yeah. Old school, like with my grandmother, she didn't work. But my granddad, he had been in the military and he worked. So that's my experience, with the old school.
Yeah, I had like my old school too was I was with my when we lived in New Orleans, I was with like my grandmother most of the time. My mom worked. But my mom like that was some of the things that my mom like made sure she did
Yeah,
is when we could afford when she could save up enough money, she bought a year pass to the zoo, and that was like our time together. Like
yeah,
or like she bought a year pass to the New Orleans has a great aquarium. Or if she only had a few dollars, we go get some Wendy's and go to the used bookstore and buy some books. And I make a pallet on the floor next to the couch, and we just sit on the we lay next to each other and just read. That was like just little qualities. I don't think Shirley and Sheridan had that time together like that.
yeah,
Those poor times are like the times I miss with my mom, where it was just us ride or die. Like I didn't have no name brand shoes. I got clowned to the gods about my Payless tennis shoes. I was proud of
hmm
my little light up shoes, and they like, where your mama get?
Vicky, oh my God, I agree with you, Miss Fine. I wouldn't blame Sheridan either.
I
Listen,
mean,
Vicky couldn't wait to go to school. Oh my
I
God, and the
couldn't wait
kids
to
was
show
like,
them. I
"Where
was,
is you going?"
you know how you do that little side step to show off your shoes, make sure you run extra hard in your shoes and you bounce around and stuff. And sure enough, the girls with the Nikes and like the Reebok Classics, and that back then it was K Swiss, and they're like, "Where your mama
hmm
buy them little Payless shoes from?" Like, and I was like, "I'm poor." That's when I really realized I'm poor. Wait a minute, am I really? And I went home crying to my mom, and she's like, "They don't know them shoes. It's the shoes that they wearing are cheap, not your shoes. Your shoes cost a lot of money."
It's too funny. I remember that statement as well. And the first thing I thought was, yeah, she know what time it is. He put his threat out there. I think so. Y'all get some good comments.
I know what I want to say. It's the lie, the everything she said or made a comment about. He had a quick lie about, and it didn't make any sense. Do any of the other lies stand out to y'all? Like, cause she say something and he lied real quick.
I know.
Yeah, the lie about
She
the bond. I'm about to get out of this. It might be I'm gonna think about the worst thing. The worst scenario is gonna be 50,000. Sir, you didn't even know your charges. Are you stupid or dumb? Because you don't even know your
Yeah.
charges. And you can't say what your bond is going to be when you have 19 cycles, sir.
Right.
And see,
we don't know how the judge gonna calculate things up and say, but I guess
and that
Yeah, I
other
mean,
thing for me was the fact that just because those other couple times you were arrested, you got right out, they were not for big ticket money problems. What you did not know is you were on their radar and they knew you were doing something big, because everybody, even if they renting it, they're not going to have a Bentley, an ambulance, a G-Wagon, and be driving all these trucks and out here trying to with these RVs and stuff. So they knew they had something. And that's the thing about when majority of the time, more often than not, when the police come for stupid stuff like a bounce check, which is a crime, the landlord's bounce check is a crime, Nesto, and it's over the limit of a misdemeanor. So you was used to getting the misdemeanors like you had out there Harris County. So you thought Henry County, you thought it was going to just be a misdemeanor. No, sir. Checks over thousands of dollars are felonies. Bad checks for thousands of dollars are felonies, sir. You wrote your check was over 2,500. It was a felony. So you don't understand, because back in the day, all checks were misdemeanors. Then they started changing the laws to where they added the dollar amount to them, because so many people was writing bad checks, and he don't know that because you don't know the law. Because when you did your federal time, you just what did you think? Why do you think you did federal time? Because you defrauded a bank and you wrote a big check. So are you stupid or dumb? I just don't know which one, or maybe we gonna combine them both because they fit you. And you don't even know, like, at this time, was he even, to me, I'm like, I thought he was talking to Lil Scooter. So I'm assuming she figured out your charges initially once she started talking to your lawyers. And then she was keeping up because she was watching YouTube. So
She was.
So you didn't even know your charges when you sitting up there talking about the price. And then the other thing that I thought was funny was, I can come get your property. They won't give me the truck though. And he said he tried to get her to go down there and get it. And I wish he would have convinced her to go get it.
Yeah.
Because the reason why they were trying to give you the property is because they were going to turn that property over to you and close you in a room and talk to you for a little bit, unless you knew that you could get up and leave. So that's what they were going to do. Because 9 out of 10, they don't offer you your property. Or when you call, they don't say, yeah, you come get it. They make that lawyer work for that property. I've never seen them say, yeah, come get it. They make that lawyer work for that property. They more often than not tell people no. And then they make the lawyer work for the property. So they wanted you to come get that property because what they said was, the minute somebody try to come get this property, let us know, we'll be there. And the reason why I know that is because I've seen it happen before. Because detectives, and now it's another lie. They so dumb. Shirley told him she's working with another guy, the detective, and she was the arresting officer. But arresting officers aren't detectives. Lies. Detectives can arrest, ma'am. They have arrest powers. They're generally not the arresting officer, because generally they don't go serve warrants. They let the minions serve the warrants and then come in to talk to you when you get there, unless they really want you. Then they come get you themselves. Other than that, the arresting officer is generally not a detective, but it can be, ma'am. They have arrest powers as well. It was just so much about this car that was like false. And it's like, Nesto, for you to be a career criminal, you don't know this stuff? Because when I used to run into career criminals, half of them told me my job. So I used to be like, that used to get on my nerves. Like, what are you telling me my job? I know what I'm doing. But they told a lot of, and I think also this might have been the time where she was thinking about, and I'm talking about Detective Fields was thinking about getting into that storage. So she wanted her
Mhm.
to come. So,
Mhm.
because remember her saying
Yeah.
we gotta get in that
I put
storage, we
that
gotta
in.
get
I
in
put
there,
that in the
we
comment
gotta
because
get
I'm
in
like,
there.
if she would have went down there, she would have had the key and she could have got her stuff. So you not going down there and you sitting up here crying about your damn mama China and you don't have clothing when you could have got the key. You could have went and got this property, up front, which kind of, with Nesto's and his lawyer's argument, which is gonna be the next thing that I ask you guys. Y'all was saying these people was holding y'all shit hostage, right? So they wouldn't release nothing to nobody. Nobody could get anything. We heard right here that she could have went down there and got the truck. She could have went down there and got the property. Only thing they said was shot her the truck in foreclosure anyway.
And she paid a whole $1,000 for that leaky, raggedy old truck. Are you girls, you crazy? What wrong with you?
I do believe I'm with Shan. I believe like they were trying to. They were. I think Shirley got it stuck in her head, and then Dion and Lamont probably reinforced the idea. They're trying to get you down there to trick you to say something so you could talk to them, get you in a room, and talk to you. You know, and which I would too. We're not gonna. You can't. We're not gonna release it to you. We'll release it to Shirley because, well, number one, she's the owner of the truck's in her name. So why would we give it to you anyway? She's not giving us permission to release it. And as far as his property goes, why didn't I'm just curious why she said Shirley said that Dion could get his property, right?
Anybody could
They
have
told
got it if they'll release it to whoever you release it to. It don't have to be a family member if they're
right.
gonna release it.
So why that's I'm just curious what I mean, well, I kind of know why, but why didn't Nesto like get the property released sooner before little buddy?
Cause he thought he was
They
getting
wouldn't
out
go
this.
down there. They wouldn't go down there.
Well, Dion
Cause
talked
they
to you. I'm
know
talking.
everybody but Shirley know what was up. So Shirley was just like, let one of them do it. Why they can't do it? Whereas they like, I ain't touching that stuff because you won't get me down there. But
Well,
Shirley
it's
wasn't thinking. Shirley was thinking he was getting right back out again.
it's funny. I lost my train of thought. Keep going, son. Keep going, Shan.
You were
Oh, I
saying
know.
about
Okay.
why they were,
Oh,
yeah.
Dion. Dion's like, I told him not to keep all that shit in his car. I told him.
He did.
Dion knew his daddy wasn't getting out this time. He was like, oh, well, buddy, you did some shit. You said you
Yeah,
told me never to do.
I agree, Kimmy.
Dion said I told him not to have all that stuff in his car, all his papers and all that. And I mean, I've kind of been going back in and out of the hearing with Detective Fields, and just kind of listening. I'm going to start taking notes about what was actually found because I left off on the little bitty bag with his some sort of medication in there, and just all this. He was living out his truck, essentially. All the stuff he's carrying around, he's a horrible criminal. Like you're trying to do these big baller things because he needs 10 good players and all this stuff, but he's living out of a leaky truck that can't nobody drive, constantly got recalls on it. You got to constantly put air in the tires. What else is wrong with it? The oil pan is you got to the sealing around it. You got to go get the sealing around it. You ain't supposed
Mhm.
to pay nothing on it, but we know that's a lie. When they get Nesto gonna tell a lie in a minute. Now when you get down there, they ain't supposed to charge you nothing. What else is wrong with that truck? You got to wait 10 minutes for it to crank up. Crank it up for 10 minutes, then you can drive it off. What else? The hitch on the back is broke, so don't try to tow anything over the over 10 pounds. Just he living out his truck. Surely that should have been a sign right then and there. The the man had all these papers and tennis shoes and dildos and liquid V and medication, hotel. I still have questions regarding the hotel receipts.
Hmm.
And why does Miss Lady have them? Do y'all think she's going to show up to the grand jury with that hotel receipt?
Yeah,
She
because she
better
gonna
if
be
she
trying to.
gonna
She gonna go in there with intentions to talk about Nesto instead of trying to save herself.
and she gonna be because the whole thing about it is depending on what Wooten pulls out the rabbit that he got in the hat. If he pulls out something of her saying what she has, they're not gonna say, okay, you threw it away, or okay, you gave it to somebody else, and the defense has it because they didn't ask the defense for it, and they ain't got it. So it's up to she the one, and they all she also said that they said they didn't need whatever she had too. Remember that? So she can't say I gave it to them. So this is gonna be good. I'm so sad that grand jury stuff is secret just because of this, because this might be better than the trial. She gonna get up in there. She gonna get up in there and go to talking, and he didn't do it, and he didn't.
Yep, yep.
Okay,
That's what I think she gonna do.
and they're
That's
gonna be
exactly
like,
what I.
"Well, what
Yeah,
did you
like
do? What do you
right.
have?" And see, that's where she gonna get caught up at too, because then it's the next question is, okay, so what do you have to show that he didn't do it?
She gonna say do like she did on Tasha K, and then try to catch herself. Well, he
He's a
said he
political.
didn't because I wasn't around. I don't know, but he said she gonna be talking as if she was there. And then when they say, like you said, how do you know? Were you around? Well, that's what he told me. That's what he told me. Ma'am, that's not facts. If you wasn't there, you're not a witness. You don't know.
He's a political prisoner.
He has good
And
character.
I know his character. His
It's civil.
character is civil. Because all these women, he told me he was dating every single one of them. Every single one of them.
And how do you
And
know
what
his
did
character over the phone? Like, you don't know nobody over the phone.
he
Shirley
came
didn't
and
even
got
know
me
him,
out
and
the
she part
hospital.
way lived in the house with him.
He came and got me out the hospital.
He changed my diaper.
He changed my diaper.
He was the first one to find my Tigo bitties that I paid for.
Yep.
He loves me. Let me go my Jill Scott route. La da 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 da.
Yeah, they did go and get the truck. So she actually spent more than $1,000, And somebody said he didn't know anything about spying. I said, well, honey, he put the Hazel phone in the refrigerator.
So did. And but that's an old trick. That doesn't even work anymore. That's back in the chirp and the BlackBerry days. A refrigerator not stopping these new phones, sir. He's so slow.
I mean the chirp was the radio frequency, right?
Yeah, it's like a walkie-talkie.
Right. So, because I miss my chirp so much. Lord
So the
Jesus, I miss it.
refrigerator, those things,
Yeah.
that little grate in the refrigerator that hums sometimes, that
Mm-hmm.
blocks the signal in the
Right.
refrigerator. But
But
these days, refrigerators don't even have that no more.
I mean I would okay because most of the stuff is kind of like satellite and GPS and all that stuff. Like I would assume yeah the modern refrigerators and just the modern phones are not going to block all of that. But because the Nextel was kind of like
A
it was
walkie-talkie.
based off of radio frequency, yeah. So it yeah that's different. But he did watch spy movies in Harmon. He watched old spy movies.
He was watching James Bond back from
Right.
1989.
Yes. I mean, but
Yes,
I know
bank. Yes, bank. Go ahead.
no, I know we can't get in the grand jury room. I just want somebody to go up there. I'll pay for your Uber ride just to take a picture of her.
I could be a fly on the wall, Vic.
I wish I would do.
But
I
I
was like, I
don't
wish
even
I
know
was.
if they would allow people in because grand juries are secret. The only people allowed to be in there are the grand jury, the people who are testifying, their attorney, and the attorneys that are doing the questioning. So you can't just walk into the grand jury stuff. So that's why I'm like,
No, yeah. They are secret. You know what I think her dumbass is gonna do? I think she's gonna try to make a mental note of all the people that she sees on the grand jury too. Like her buddy
they
did.
go to jail because that's one
I
thing
do.
they don't play with. You see how the judge
I
ate up Silverback over that? Hey, they don't
now,
play with that.
here's the thing. Do you think that's appropriate to be making names?
I'm not the one. It's them bloggers on YouTube. They the one she
It's the
gonna say them the
bloggers on
ones y'all need to
YouTube.
have up here.
It's the
Rat Rat,
bloggers on
I said the
YouTube.
same thing. Shirley should marry Dre. Rat Rat
Yeah.
said Dre wants Shirley. I said that, Rat Rat. I said Shirley should.
I
Nesto would
mm,
be deceased right there in the middle of the jail cell if
Okay, B.
Shirley and
Williams
Dre
said
got
she
together.
was on a grand jury before.
I think Shirley's too high maintenance for Dre. Just my opinion. Cause Shirley, I mean, Dre's legitimately
Dre
on the
may
road.
change.
Dre looking for somebody he can bang their back out though. That's what I get
Oh,
from
okay,
him.
yeah.
And I
Okay.
don't know if
Shirley,
Shirley is equipped to handle that.
I mean, she might be, but she just may not want it all the time. Like she ain't down to be like, Dre got bad knees too. She got bad knees. I mean, how they gonna get down? They got to do it standing up. I mean, like they got to get a special table or something
They
to.
need a swing.
That's
Yeah,
the you ever did use one of them things?
I seen one in the store.
he
But
can put it
you
up.
never
He can
used it.
put it up special. He can put it up. Hey, you gotta reinforce that bar. You gotta reinforce your
Yeah,
bar.
you got to reinforce your bar, but you still got to like. I mean, somebody gonna be doing the action, the moving. I mean, like
Hey,
you.
Georgia Peach.
Shirley, he
Okay.
gonna be sitting there on the reinforced bar. Shirley gonna go to town.
You think
I
she
don't
gonna
think.
submit on Georgia Peach? I don't think she is.
I don't think Shirley likes to visit Pound Town too often. She likes to visit Tap Tennessee or something. She
If
just
she
wants a
was
little.
smart, she would come in there with the YouTube bloggers, Bennett's and links and all the stuff she done watched, and tell them this is where I was getting my information. And that's what she need to do. That's what she need to do with them links and I'm trying to help you, little girl. Because they said earlier in the chat you can't make it in jail. It's not gonna go good for you. So I'm trying to help you to get all the bloggers info and
Yep.
if you can remember everything you done told this man, get the bloggers you done
She
went
don't.
to,
Okay.
and that's about all you can do. Because we know you didn't have nothing. They don't know you didn't have nothing. They don't know what we know. Because we paying attention to timeline. You was talking to the attorneys at first, but go and listen to any call you ever hear from now going forward. And when she start talking about what she got and she got this and she got that, it's not to these YouTube street investigators got on the job. Did she start getting real information?
Yep.
Well,
So I'm trying to help you out.
let me give you a judge page. Here's the thing. She doesn't know what she's lied about. She's told so many of them that it's fruitless at this point. So go and take your 20 days in jail and sit down, okay? Don't do it again.
20, she's gonna get caught with perjury because they got proof she said she know this stuff. So perjury ain't 20 days, bro.
She better
Perjury
hit him
is
with
10 years.
better hit him with a Woody. I don't recall.
Hey,
I
Bank.
don't
Bank
recall.
is up here now.
Oh, hey, Bank.
She got to
Hey,
catch
Hey,
up.
ladies.
man.
She
Hey,
said, "Get
hey.
you ask your questions, babe. We got to get you up to
Well,
speed."
the one question, because I was almost had one foot out the door when you started up the live. What was the date on this call?
I didn't provide it.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I didn't miss that. But
Nope.
yeah, I was driving and we got slammed. We got a foot of snow down here. And it
Hmm.
ain't no joke. So I had to run out and get
Oh
a
Lord.
prescription refill. So while I'm driving, I'm trying to listen, but you got to pay attention. But when Shirley was like, "Well, now you'll know how to do, your bond company." And I was like, "What?" Did I miss that from earlier? Because I know he always talk about starting businesses, but did that one slide through the mix? Because I was like, he was going to be a bail bondman. Who? I
You
guess
can't even get
what's his
licensed.
name? Dominique
I'm
was
in
gonna be the
tears.
agent. I mean, like, how was he gonna start up a bail bonding company? Who
He was
child?
gonna get it. He was gonna find some chick that could do it.
That's what I'm saying. And that's what I've been saying all along. I mean, from day one, I don't care what anybody say, until he figured out that little Scooter, as I said what I said, called her, was just all talk, just basically was a yapping chihuahua. He was ready to set her up for his
Hmm.
next, con. She can't even put that together in her head. But I think they were conning each other. That's why. I mean, they were both. I'm like, they're mirrors of each other. They're the same people, just different gender. Can
That's
y'all
it.
hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We was
Oh,
we
okay.
was letting you speak because I know you just came up.
No, it got quiet. I'm like, can they hear me? I don't
Yeah,
know.
we can
'Cause
hear
I ain't
you.
been up. I ain't been up and around. I've been doing some top secret stuff. But anyway,
Oh, oh,
I've
oh,
been in the
this
bushes.
double
I've been in the
agent.
bushes. And I just wanted to say, Lady T-Bug, you, and I don't think you'll mind, but Houston Foodie, you guys have been bringing the heat. So I've been appreciating what you guys have been doing out here on these YouTube streets.
Thank you, thank you. I think she may have she if she dropped out, she'll probably
She
come back
was in
in.
the chat. I saw her earlier. Yeah.
She may be on
But
mom duty.
because I'm like, woo, they got a Shirley call. Lady T-Boy got a Shirley call. I wasn't gonna miss that. I had my phone on. I had to shovel some snow too because I couldn't get out of my parking spot, and that ain't no joke. We had a young guy around the corner from my house pass away yesterday from shoveling snow.
Oh man,
Hmm.
dang, y'all didn't have time to get like the salt and all that, huh?
Well, it
Well,
wasn't
when
gonna
it come,
matter.
it
It
come.
wasn't
When it
matter
come,
because
it
it was.
come.
Yeah, it was so cold and it was so we didn't get hardly no snow last year. This is the largest snow amount we've gotten since like 1977, so over 40 years.
Okay.
And it was horrible. I mean, they're doing a lot better of clearing, but you up there up north, Shan, you already know what it looked like.
And I'm glad that that's a southerly storm right there. Because right now we not in the path of that, and I'm so happy because I'm like, Lord have mercy. I gotta look at my phone just to make sure it ain't shifted on us because
Yeah,
I like to walk
there's some
outside.
good
You know
YouTube
they'll
media.
shift at the last. Oh, there she go.
Yeah. They said they're supposed to be
Oh,
coming.
we
It's
gonna
supposed to
get
be
it
hitting Texas.
Friday. We
Yeah, they
gonna get it
said,
Friday.
oh, really? Because there's some good meteorologists here on YouTube, you guys. If nobody knows, there's some good amateur meteorologists, and they've been spot on. I trust them more than my local people.
But you know what? I think is very accurate. The dang on iPhone, it gives you hour by hour, and it
Uh-huh.
tells me if it's go what time it's gonna snow tomorrow. And it's usually accurate. It gives the percentages and everything, and it's usually so accurate. But yeah, I'm dreading that because I'm glad you said so because now I need to go grocery shopping because it's Wednesday and that's a Friday.
Well, I made the mistake of holding off and getting my prescription. I was like, I'll just get it Monday. And then I was like, wait a minute, it's supposed to snow. I was like, well, hopefully it won't snow that bad. Oh, nope, nope, done
Yeah,
for.
Lady T Bug been working. She been working overtime though. I appreciate it because
Mm,
we ain't had nothing going on in the courts about nothing. We had a
right.
case that just started here a few days ago that I've been watching.
Oh, is it the murder case? Oh, sorry, the
Naziah,
unaliving case? Yeah.
Naziah Harris, the one
Hmm.
where the uncle, then he was already a SA offender, and
Yeah.
I'm
They need to
like,
arrest
what?
the aunt. They need to arrest the aunt.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. You
Yeah.
married this man and brought her around the people. And
Yep.
his own sister was on the stand today
Yep.
testifying
Yep.
against
Oh
him.
wow.
She was
Yeah.
one of the best witnesses so far. They had about three or
Mhm.
four. She was the best so
Are
far.
you, Shan? Are you watching it from the judge or from the news? Because the judge is streaming. The judge, I think is it Sombre or something like that.
Yep. I'm
Yeah.
watching it from
Her
CBS.
courtroom.
Our local
Okay.
station, YouTube is streaming it.
Oh, okay. Because they
So that's
also
what I've been
her
watching.
court. Yeah, her court is streaming. I had caught it, and I was like, it's too deep. It's too dark for me because I wanted to put my hands
Yeah.
on the man, and
Yeah,
But you
we
that's
know
the.
soft.
what?
We softies. I can't do it either. But I do appreciate y'all giving me the update. Said Nesto drive the RV to New Jersey. I thought that came up. If so, when in New Jersey? I think I heard something. I'm trying to think. I know he drove it to Florida.
I've never heard New Jersey. I've only heard Florida and Dallas, Texas.
Yeah,
As far as
Texas.
him driving places.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
don't
it was
think Nesto
Texas.
brave enough to come up north like that, He not.
Nope, he ain't. Because let me tell you, those Southern boys come up north. Like what happened with T.I., it happened in my city.
Yeah,
And they don't be
they don't
playing up.
understand. They don't understand.
Mm-mm. And
It's a
remember
whole
Nesto,
different culture.
remember
Yeah.
Dion's friend came up here?
Yep.
That was around away from me. That was just basically one of our main roads. If I just hit that and go all the way down, I'm about 10 minutes away. It ain't nothing to be played with if you don't know the street. The streets,
Right.
people think the Midwest is soft. I mean, people heard about Detroit, not to no shade, Shan, but they don't realize Ohio is something else too.
Oh, I tell people all the time, Toledo for real though, and they
Mm-hmm.
only
Mini Detroit.
down the road. Literally, Toledo and Detroit 45 minutes away from each other, and it ain't no
Mhm.
joke. People be like, "I'm going to Toledo for what?"
Mhm.
Unless
Right.
you going for work, because there's a couple plants still out there. Because if you ain't going for work, for why? What are you going there for?
Exactly.
Okay,
But
you
I
want to
will tell
know
you this,
did he
Dan.
drive it to Kentucky? I'm not
Yep.
sure.
Oh,
No, because
Kentucky.
isn't Kentucky was where he was released from prison.
But he had that girl up in. He met some chick. I don't know if he met her in Kentucky or they just knew it.
But
She
that's
came
the
down
one he
to.
told to come
Oh, right
to
to Cali.
Cali.
California.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's on Houston Foodie. I don't know where. I don't. Did we? We'll have to ask Houston Foodie where he met her at.
Yeah, that's right. Because she did that interview. Yeah. Yeah.
Toledo here, Jim Chick, done fell
You
out.
know
Is
we
his
talking
name
about
Toledo
Jim
in the
Chick.
house? Tell us about Toledo real quick, like Jim Chick.
Jim Chick, no. Toledo ain't no. Don't come down here playing. Don't come
Hmm.
down
Yeah.
here
I didn't
playing.
realize how it was until my sister, she had went up to Ohio State for school, and she met a lot of people from Toledo, Cleveland, Akron, up northern parts of Ohio, and they were no joke. I was like, oh, it's like that? Yeah. I had my niece, my oldest niece, her boyfriend at the time, he was from Tampa. He came up here to where we were at, and she took him around her stomping grounds in our hoods, and he was blown away. He was like, whoa. Like he ain't never seen nothing like it. I was like, yeah, we could be hood. But the South,
Oh,
I look, I don't play with the South either. I know plenty of people that went down South trying to play and then didn't
we'll
come
put you
back.
in the you know what we do. We take it to the swamp, baby. We put
Exactly.
you in the swamp, honey. Gators be ready. Stay ready. No face, no case.
There you go.
Mhm.
And
Do
the
y'all remember when he talked about going to New Jersey? Because I've never really heard that. So
oh, you talked about going to New Jersey?
Yeah, we have one
that's
here.
what they
Real
saying.
said in New Jersey he was trying to get something going in New York. So we gotta pay. Okay, so I'm
So was
writing down
he?
some of this stuff. I got the black box. I am New Jersey because I'm listening.
So did he actually go, or did he meet people from New Jersey? Because I know a lot of people from New York, because my stepsister there, and a lot of them people migrate to Atlanta. So did he actually go, or do y'all think he may have been fabricating and trying to hook up with one of those people just from there?
I don't know. Do
Not
you
the
think?
Walmart parking lot, baby. You know they ran them from at Walmart here in Florida. I don't know if they let them back over there. They said y'all taking up our parking space.
Do you think the block got too hot out in Cali? That's why he. I know Shirley. I don't know if it was Shirley was the onus for coming to Atlanta, back to Atlanta, or was it getting hot out there? Too hot
Me
for
and
him.
Shan was talking about this, and I was telling her I think on some of his shows at the end it would say made in Georgia. You know how the old people, you
Mm-hmm.
know how we used to have the lion with the made in,
Yeah.
I
Made in
want to say his
Georgia.
Steve Harvey stuff had started saying Georgia.
Mm.
I could believe that because I know he was in Texas at first. But that was like when he first got syndicated, because that's where his ranch is. But I could believe that he moved to because didn't we figure out that that's where he tapes his shows, and that's where Family Feud is in,
Mm.
or they moved to Georgia or something or like that.
Let me see if I can Google it.
Mm.
Salt does not work in negative temperatures.
Yeah, we they use a chemical
Y'all know I
compound.
don't know. That's why I'm
Yeah,
like, y'all got the salt.
they came around and sprayed my street with a chemical compound. It's like a bluish, almost like an antifreeze almost. Yeah, that salt don't work once it gets below freezing.
And they only pull that out in a dire need because it's expensive.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Now our
other than
roads are gonna
that,
be
y'all just
towed
out
up.
there sliding.
Yeah, our roads are gonna be towed up with potholes, and they don't
That's
fill
what
them
I was
because.
about to say. Because that stuff eats up the concrete, this cheap concrete they use.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
wow.
I'm about ready to look. Yeah, you see why I'm trying to get to Thailand. If I never see snow again, I will be a happy person. Oh, I hate snow. I ain't never liked it. I think it's because I'm a summer baby. Even as a child, kids like to get out and play in it. I did it because all the other kids were out there. But if I had my way, I'd have been in Florida or California. That's in my child mind.
I'm fine with this. I actually like this bank. Well,
Hmm.
because I was gone for so long. I was gone
Uh-huh.
for a year. Because
Maybe that's.
I experienced a 90-degree
Mhm.
Christmas for a few years, and I ain't like it. I'm cool. I'm
No.
cool.
Well, maybe I got to get away from it to appreciate it. Cause
Yeah.
now last year last year we skated. I think we barely got a dusting, but they made sure they made up for it. The weather guys made up for it. I hope this is it. But we got to if we can get through February, we'll be cool. But I doubt. I think we're gonna get some more dumps. But y'all lucky down there in the south now. Now coming through Texas, Houston. I think it's Houston, isn't it, or Dallas gonna get it, or all of that. They said that's coming for them Thursday.
Oh, that ain't good. They gonna shut
Okay.
their whole state down. So I just read real comment where she
Hmm.
said he was
Oh, let
walking
me
the
go
streets of
back.
NY. Nesto was walking the streets of NYC in a video on IG. Because I believe
Oh.
he was there because that girl that he claimed was his daughter, that was Shirley's assistant. That's Dominique, right? And to me, he probably was there with Shirley because Shirley frequently travels, like she was talking about in this video, because she used to come, like, when I worked downtown at the courthouse, they used to be here at least twice a month and do breakfast during their radio time and all that stuff. And it wasn't like they flying here and flying right back out. They used to be everywhere. So it's like Shirley travels, and I feel like he was with her. I don't think he was on an RV trip. I just think he just a fraud. I think he might have been
Hmm.
trying to use that because his IG was his marketing.
Okay. Georgia Peach. You could the girl that he was supposed to coach and was paid by the dad moved to New York or New Jersey. Remember, Sonya mentioned the gangster family.
Hmm. I
That was
just
the
can't
SA,
wait.
that was the SA victim. Yeah, they did
Yeah.
mention she moved out
AK.
there.
Yeah, they were. Somebody was tracking her movements.
Yeah, victim intimidation charges. Yeah, that part.
Yeah, town. I'm very interested in how that's gonna turn out for her.
My thing
Cynthia.
with Cynthia is that she's cutting off her nose to spite her face. She's out to prove us. It's like she's riding this. We've seen it plenty of times, especially like in the mommy sector. They'll go out of their way to try to prove us wrong, and they just keep doing it. It's like it's worse than insanity. It's a sickness. It's like, why are you trying to prove to the people that you were right all along? And everything is pointing that you're wrong, and now you in trouble, and you still going, and you wonder why we still talking because like we even had the good doctor up here last week, and she was like, she ain't never seen nothing like Sonya.
Yes, we did. We sure did.
But I believe it's because of how she was raised. Just like when she
Hmm.
was
Dr.
talking the other
Charles.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they was talking about how she doesn't look up and how she do all this stuff, I think that's also in how she was raised. Because Bank, you probably seen them too, because I think y'all got a lot of them out there too, but we got a lot of the community here.
Hmm.
And when they raise these young girls, I kind of feel bad for them because you're not supposed to look at them. You're not supposed to challenge them. You doing what the men and the tell you. It's almost cultish how they're raising women because of the religion. So I think that that's part of her problem, because when she talks to a lot of people, she don't look like, when we talk to people, we looking at people and either probably bobbing our head or whatever you do, whatever your signature is. Because I'm talking to people, waving my hands, bobbing my head, and she don't do that. She always, next time you see her doing anything, she's looking down, or she moving her head or looking down, or kind of moving her face away. And that's just that. I feel like that was her culture for so long that it's hard to break out of that.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I just thought it was a symptom of a liar. Liars can't meet your eyes. They look everywhere but at you. But that you could be right. I never thought of it like that. That it was like you said, especially was in her formative years, and that's when the stuff gets ingrained in you too. So that would make sense. But I just don't understand. Like she gonna ride this literally. The wheels have already fallen off. She doing Flintstone feet now.
And is Shan, you have a comment right here about Tasha B,
Uh,
Oh
about the case that she's watching.
Oh yeah, it
Here.
is heartbreaking. I have to stop watching it when they get into the details. But other than the details, they've told a lot of different facts about his relationship with the young girl. That's what had me floored, because I'm like, y'all, bring Auntie over here. Let me kick it with Auntie for a minute, because
Yes, we
hmm
got you.
that relationship means it makes no sense. It
mm-mm.
makes no sense. And his own sister is, it makes no sense. That's all I'm saying. Is I'm like,
Okay.
ugh.
Yeah,
Eve, they're talking about Nesto's assistant.
yeah.
There was an article about him with a 24-hour barbershop in North Carolina, New York City. I'm not sure if it was before Shirley or what.
I'm feeling a lie
Mm.
real.
Yeah, his other play daughter, she got up out of Dodge real quick. And she was even to the point where she was asking for her money. Like, you owe me money. Where my money? That was before, little Scooter slash Cynthia, erased his whole IG, but she was all up in it. She was reading him, and I was like, that was another one of his play daughters. The one who has her own, I guess you call it medical supply company for women.
I thought
Mm.
that was Liberte.
No, She got a completely different last name, and along. I was trying to figure out the relationship, and it's just another. Now I know he likes to do the play daughter thing to to
Mhm.
to be all up in Shirley's face with these young girls.
That
That wasn't.
oh
No,
girl.
this is another chick. She's actually got a father who passed, and I think she got a stepfather and her mama, and she's an educated woman. But it went so far that even his other daughters were calling her their sister. So she must have been
Well, hell,
around
they
for a
didn't know.
while.
They don't know how many
You're
kids.
right. You're right. You're right, Vicky.
They don't shit. I mean, my daddy could have had about 30 of them kids. Like they don't
Yeah.
know. I mean, the way he gallivants around, and with
Okay.
with zero shame, zero absolute shame,
Yeah. There
and
you go, Miss Mad about music. Yep. That's it.
oh, um, yeah, he the way he gallivants, just these young ladies thinking that he had it made. And I know old girl scrubbed his Instagram, but a lot of that stuff has been captured and is available on YouTube somewhere and on along these
Yeah.
streets, and
Hmm.
it's here to stay, and you can't delete that. Nesta would have to be the one to delete it, and he ain't deleting nothing anytime soon. He told her not to delete anything,
Right. She'll do what
so
she wanna do.
she
Yep.
gonna
All
do what
those
she want to
pictures
do.
are
And
gone. He don't know. I don't think he understands it. That she deleted it.
you know what I don't understand about Fulton County too, is that they I thought most places would, if you- if they're at, if you're trying to capture evidence in regards to like social media, wouldn't you subpoena the social media headquarters for all this information?
He may have. Remember, right now, they haven't really even gotten into the case. I know we did, as content creators, but they haven't even gotten into that part yet. Remember, he hadn't even had his Discovery. They got so much crap. We don't know. We don't know what they have.
And it's just funny how she thought deleting that Instagram was going to do something, but from my understanding, didn't the Officer Field say something about capturing things off of Instagram already? And then they
Not like you said, all they got to do is subpoena. You know, there's a way to pull that stuff back up.
subpoena subpoena Meta to or
Mm-hmm.
Facebook or whatever whatever they go
Yeah.
by now
Hmm.
to get those records. And when they may not be like as clear and precise and crisp as they were at one point in time, but I mean they got the DMs and all that stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
all that was just validation for her to see where he was at, what he was doing, and just like control. As far as what y'all were saying about the 90 degree Christmases, we've experienced that here in Vegas. So just FYI. We've also experienced a white Christmas, but it melts by 10 a.m. Just
Yeah.
awesome.
Same
Um,
here in Florida. You know.
what I was gonna say, yeah, I think something's wrong. Something is a little. I don't think it's just cultural with her, because she she's a case. She's a unique case. It's I believe she has opposition defiance disorder. That's
Mm-hmm.
that's what it's called, right? Defiance
Yeah.
disorder.
Oppositional
Like
defiant. Yeah.
oppositional defiance disorder, where she just you tell her something's red and it's red, and she's like, no, it looks more blue to me. She's and she has low self-esteem as well. She feels inadequate to any and everybody, especially women, other black women. She probably has gone through the light skinned woman thing, where she maybe feels like she's more entitled, or maybe feels like she's better because she's light skinned, but she sees darker skinned black women succeeding, doing better, and they're better looking and they're healthier, and all these things that she doesn't think that maybe she was taught something, because she has this color complex thing too, where she has to project, I'm white, I'm white, I'm part white. It's bizarre to me.
Girl,
It's
we
like,
all
well,
mixed.
I
You
mean,
know what is funny,
exactly.
Vicky? Because she's only a couple of years older than me, and when I go back to like my high school years, they were in the little petite women like she is. Those girls were at least
Right.
in the southern part. I mean, you could be, if you were tiny, the guys loved you. They loved you. They didn't know what to do with the womanly women. If you had a curve or a shape, and most of those girls were dating men that weren't even in high school. But I think that's why we always talk about her being stuck in the '90s, because she had that kind of aesthetic that was selling back then, and
That was her
she
peak,
now yeah, and that was her.
or her
And she
prime.
peaked, right, and you probably would have got to it, but she never dealt with her pow. You need therapy after that. You need to get some therapy after that. That has to be something. I can't believe that she just shook that off and went about her merry way. She probably still wakes up with cold sweats, or maybe that's some reasons why she can't sleep, and that's never been dealt with.
Well, even look
Hmm.
how she talks about it too. She talks about it so matter of factly, like that. I mean, just talking about stuff that happens, and I've had some therapy, in regards to things that have happened to me, but not, I'm not 100% cured. You don't ever get like over
Mm-mm.
that type of PTSD. I'm pretty sure she does have some sort of PTSD. I'm surprised Nesto didn't have PTSD when he saw the police car. Uh, Sitting there, and he want to walk his slap happy ass up, talking about, like
He
it was
no idea. He ain't even watching his surroundings, and he owe people money. He's that woman
Mhm.
when Officer Phil said, Ernest, when he turn around like he out there in the damn
like
cornfield, cotton field. Yes.
I mean, he turned her, just, but as far as just to finish up with Sonya, like I'm surprised if she wouldn't have had PTSD or has PTSD, and these are just things that she's going through the motions to try to find some fulfillment, and that PTSD probably has blocked her from fulfilling anything, of substance in her life, because she goes about life as Lady T-Bug likes to call it, as a gypsy.
Yeah.
She gallivants around. I don't know how she's affording these little cheap tickets to fly here, there, and everywhere, and
$50
still be.
Spirit flights.
I mean, but you still got to pay taxes on that, bitch. It's not $50
And
ain't
she
fifty
don't
dollars.
take
Like,
luggage.
She
What?
don't. I was about to say she take her backpack.
Carry on,
They give
yeah.
you a purse. And see, the thing is, Vicky, if you go to the airport here, because my sister then went to the airport here and got $75 tickets to New York.
Yeah.
So it's just if you know these things for Spirit and you will fly Spirit. I don't fly Spirit. I'm sorry, y'all. But if you a fly Spirit, if you know how it works and you pay attention, they out there. Them Spirit flights they've gone up now. I've been looking lately, and my sister even said it because she going somewhere. She thought she was gonna catch a $50 flight to Atlanta because they used to be $50 flights from here to Atlanta because it's a plane that's back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's really like a bus line back and forth to Atlanta all day. And it slightly went up. It's not 50 no more, but it still ain't over 100.
what's the new
So
one? The new one that came out is it Clear
JetBlue,
Airlines?
Frontier.
No, there's another one that's like, is it Clear Airlines? There's something. One of them that just it only has like 5 hubs, and they like 50 cents for it. I'm being facetious, but they're real cheap. But whatever. I think that this whole thing with Ernest is like giving her some sort of fulfillment. She just doesn't. She's never accomplished and finished off anything like a full set project. Because it probably scares her to settle down and to do something. But she probably does have some sort of PTSD. And that's sometimes why I empathize with her. I'm like, damn, she's crazy. She don't really realize how crazy she is. And
Yes.
part of that, I'm like, oh, poor little Ting Ting, she really is cuckoo, and she's batshit crazy, and she doesn't understand. But then when she starts doing the stuff like, this possible witness intimidation, talking about Shirley, talking about Shirley's daughter, and all these other people who have, talking about her sister, her family, her own daughter, um, kind of making. I know she started recently talking more, positive about that baby. I hope it's the same baby. They just not collecting babies over there. Um, Talking about the baby and whatnot. She she just doesn't have anything in her life, and this is giving her some sort of fulfillment. As far as Ernest goes, like what I've told y'all, like when my attorney didn't show up for court for me one day regarding my status check, and I had to find out I showed up anyway because I was just running late because I had to catch the bus to get there, and when they said you got to, judge said we put out a bench warrant for you. I'm like, well, I'm nervous. I was absolutely nervous walking in there because I'm like, I'm gonna find out I got a bench warrant because they had to give me another court date or whatever. But I was nervous every time I would see a cop. I would think, oh my God, they coming for me. He had no shame in his game, just walking around free. Like, well, they ain't got me this time. Every day, I mean, every day I'd be like nervous about walking around or driving around. And that car, I mean, I think that's why he put that truck in Shirley's name because he knows that Shirley does not have a record, but he doesn't have any shame in putting his truck in her name to cover his tracks.
He have no shame, period. And the one thing that's been very consistent with Shirley, and now we see it with Sonya, she can't do anything else but give him her full attention. She can't do nothing else, and he gets exasperated and upset if she's just living life. That's why she sits at home all day sleeping, because he don't want her to do nothing but wait for his phone call. That's it, and she does it. It's crazy to me because he gets mad when she with the baby. He gets mad if she doing hair. He gets an attitude. Period. He's like, I mean, Shirley should be thanking Lucky Star that she got rid of that dead weight for
I
real.
agree. I agree with that.
Because could you imagine in the free world, he got a reputation as being a bugaboo, but she probably was happy he was, laid up in that RV and traveling and doing everything. I know she had to be. He getting on her nerves. I believe it.
Oh, that's what that is. Okay. I'm sorry, I was searching. I have
Mm-mm-mm.
only flown once. Oh, they talking about the different airlines, and you flown Frontier. Y'all, we got a
Mm.
crappy airport here because y'all know I'm in a small area. We usually have to drive somewhere else to fly.
Yeah, our airport is called out. It's after my city, but it ain't. It's in a whole different state. and Frontier got it on lock to Las Vegas, Vicky. You ain't gonna find them. I mean, there might be one Delta flight that'll
I
go,
hate
but the
Frontier.
rest are Frontier. But we're kind of like stuck. Like if you can't get that Delta flight, and if you get the Delta flight, is a layover, or it's like maybe almost $150 to $200 more expensive. So they offer free hotel stays if you fly Frontier to Vegas, and they're constantly going.
I can't stand Frontier.
Me either, but we want we ain't got no choice really. Like I
Yeah.
said, other than that, I mean, if I want to go to Vegas, that's what I'll say. If I want to go to
Our
Vegas,
international airport goes everywhere. That's why I love our
hmm
airport because Detroit is a hub. Detroit,
hmm
New York,
we are too.
California, they're hubs. So it's Delta can take you pretty much anywhere you want to go from here.
Yeah,
So
we're a hub too. Delta has our. In fact, Delta ran out so many airlines from our airport that it's actually a rebuilding because a lot of those smaller airlines they're coming back, but slowly. But Delta pretty much boxed everybody out.
and Linda Gibbs said, I sometimes wonder if he ever brought anything home to Shirley. Yeah, with her
Ooh.
money. He used her money to bring her a lot of stuff.
I think she mean STDs.
He
That's what I
probably
was
brought one of
thinking.
them too.
That's what I was thinking.
And she's so old, she didn't understand what it was, what was
Oh
going on.
God.
My pH balance is out of whack. I wonder why.
Oh my God. I shouldn't have said that.
Because senior citizens is the highest rated
Yep,
STDs.
yep. Those senior living places, they
Yep.
are getting it hit hard.
They passing it on.
The Golden Girls. That's what it
I
is.
cannot watch about the
And
Golden
they
Girl.
got a Nesto running around those senior living. You better
Right.
put mama up on game before you put her in one of those communities.
Cause
Right. I'm with Kimmy
he
who. Nesto probably got an STD named after him. That part. That part.
Oh my God, Linda, I would bet money on it. Yeah,
And see, that's
all he
not the
gotta
first
do is
place
tell her it
no
wasn't me. You must have sat on a dirty
I
toilet and
don't know
she'll
them
be like,
people.
okay,
girl.
hon.
I don't know them folks.
Okay, hon.
I ain't never been there.
I
What
don't
is
know them
that?
folks.
It must have been the toilet.
That's that Sheridan talking to you, telling you stuff.
Yep.
He'll find a way to blame Sheridan.
Man. She not gonna ask no questions.
Mm-mm-mm.
They told me to make them stop. Real safe make them stop. I'm gonna mute them. I thought
I'm
that's what
sorry,
you meant.
real. I'm
Nasty
sorry, real. But
mestizas. Oh my God, look at
that
dimples, wimples.
I learned that because we got this senior community, they got some nice housing. It's called American House, and them little men's up in there be gigoloing. Okay, it's
Mm-hmm.
so funny. It's so funny because they be having bingo and everything. They be having
Oh yeah.
game night, playing
Not nesticles.
spades,
Mm-hmm.
nestitis, nasty nestitis.
See, if it's are one of the most fastest growing places for STDs. That's what they were
Ooh,
saying.
Yeah, that's what I
Oh,
say. You
really?
gotta
That
tell your
must be.
mama, your grandmama to they. And you know what it is because of that generation. They were brought up in ignorance. That's why they said that whole 50 Shades really kicked off. They were like a lot of women at that time, like in their 40s and 50s. They never experienced like any gratification, and so this opened up them to a new world. But they didn't get to talk. Now I don't think they do it anymore. I think being a Gen Xer, we got it in high school. That was a part of our health class.
or they
They
give it
didn't
in
get
middle
that.
school now. They give it in
Yeah,
middle
I
school
was in
now.
middle. Well, our school it went from 7th through 12th grade. So yeah, I was technically I would have been a middle schooler. I was in the 7th grade, but then they took it back out. So it's like now you got to learn. These kids are learning from the internet.
YouTube, because I saw
Yeah.
my little niece was watching YouTube and it was a pregnant Spider Woman. Huh? I was like,
I
Wow.
cannot. I
What,
cannot.
what are you watching? I said,
Well,
do your mama,
they got
know you watching that?
well, they got these kids convinced that the Transformers can have babies. They had one that was trying to take it all the way out to the he was riding it to the wheels fall. He was swearing up and down, and they believe that. Sonya probably believe it. She'll probably tell Nesto that story next because she believe anything that's out there.
Yep.
For real.
I'm like, you really need to stop watching this stuff before you fall over and have a
Hurt
heart
yourself.
attack because you is so that last one we barely made it.
I give him some
Child.
credit though, because he be sitting there laughing at her. He be dead laughing in her face, and she still be going.
Don't even know.
Mm-mm.
Y'all heard about the unwed pregnant 64-year-old lady? Is that the one that called the man? He's talking about, I ain't got no baby. He's talking about, yes, you do, because I'm pregnant. I'm like, girl,
Woo.
boy.
Mm-mm-mm.
I
Mm-mm-mm.
can't.
Yeah, we just be cutting up.
I
Mm-mm-mm.
Right,
can't.
like Disney bought the Bible, girl.
But
The
that
Sapiens
call,
tried
it
to
kind
shut
of
Disney down over here, but baby, they strong arm his ass back.
but this call that you just posted, I gotta re-listen to it undistracted. But it's like it just kind of brings up, it kind of bubbles up all those feels like, Shirley, come on, sis. And you gotta remember, well, wait a minute, this was, in the past. But I think that lends itself why we got, our girl, I said what I said, stand 10 toes down on what she believed. Because we get all of this information and how she just at the time. So let me be clear. I'm talking about at that time how she
Yep.
was so sure that Sheridan had to have did something wrong. And that's just that's the part I still get stuck on too. I try to give her grace, but I'm like, I can imagine, and again, people live life differently. But I'm like, I can't even imagine my mother. I know she has some choice things to say about me to my other siblings or to my aunts or whatever. That's just normal. She's allowed to. She's my mama and she knows me. But it would never be something like I could. I know it would never be to that degree. She would never. And I just hope they really have truly rebuilt their relationship and made it stronger in
Yep.
spite of him. I really do hope that's the case.
Yep.
Dion has implied on the more recent calls from 2024 that, like, oh, that they're not still not getting along, or Sheridan's still taking advantage of Shirley, or that's the implication. Now that could just be Shirley shooting off game at Dion. Like, I ain't got it, can't
Or
help you.
Dion's interpretation, because he wouldn't know what a good relationship is if it smacked him in the
Not at
face.
all, not at
He
Right.
all,
wouldn't
baby.
know. He wouldn't. And that's the part about it is that I think they're very careful probably what they share with Dion, even at a certain point. So it may have looked a little standoffish, but they probably like he's carrying water back to Nesto. So let Nesto think
And
that we
is
Well,
she
ain't.
taking advantage, or is Shirley finally showing some motherly
Hmm.
something,
Yeah.
nature and nurturing towards Sheridan, and trying to right her wrongs by saying, okay, this is what she's finally realizing, like, you can't raise a child across the country. You
Right.
can't. So she's trying to make up for it with the grandkids and helping Sheridan
Hmm.
out at the same time. That's what I think.
Me
I
too.
never, listening to these calls, I never thought that Sheridan was taking advantage or using Shirley. This was Shirley's guilt for, she say, I did what I raised her, I was there, you were there, but in her mind, you can't tell her how to feel about being raised when she
Exactly.
see other kids moms and stuff going to field trips and stuff like that. Because that's why I changed jobs a couple times, because I'm like, I don't go to no field trips, I don't, even though he was going, I'm like, I need to go. So I'm like, okay, either I'm taking time off work that I didn't have to take off, or I couldn't take off. Because when you worked in the prison, they say you gotta stay, even if you got somewhere
Hmm.
to go. And when
Hmm.
I worked on a midnight shift to the day shift, if it was a field trip coming, and they like, oh well, we need you. What no, I would play like I'm sick. I'm going home to go to this field trip, something. If I gotta
Mm,
stick my finger down my throat, I'm getting up out of here. Okay.
I can
So
tell
mhm,
you.
it's
Go ahead.
just
I'm sorry.
like Shirley does not realize, and a lot of people don't realize that you gotta let people have their feelings because you
Right.
can't change how they felt about something. Go ahead,
mhm,
Vic.
I was gonna say, I think I may have expressed this to you guys before. My mom, my mom has worked many, like there was a lot of time that wasn't spent together because it was just like sometimes a similar situation as Shirley. My mom she had to work to not be on welfare because that was the primary goal to give us a good life so we weren't on welfare and dependent on the state for much of anything. So a lot of times I spent with my grandmother, and I did go to private school, private elementary school, and some of junior high, and she uh she couldn't go on field trips a lot, and I would see all the other kids and their parents, and everybody had the good bag lunches and whatnot, and I don't know what I would have. I think I had like little funky ass peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and or they kids had money to buy something on the field trip, and I would tell my mom, she could never get off work. It was work every day, like work the morning shift, work the
Yeah.
afternoon, and then I'd go do a little bit at night, and sometimes she would have to go to night school, so sometimes she dragged my
Yep.
ass right on the night school with her. There were a few times where I thought my mama wasn't coming, and then all of a sudden I see like she didn't get on the bus with us, but she would be at the place where we'd be at the field trip at, and I would I would start crying because like
Yeah.
mommy, you
And
know,
that's what I'm saying. It's the little things like that. Cause like grandmas, they not gonna don't grandmas back there, don't they not gonna be doing all that.
no, I mean just like that little like we remember I remember the school. I don't know if y'all had these, but school field trips to the movies.
Yeah.
Okay. So the field trips to the movies, like we'd have to do a bus or we do a ride together if we couldn't get the bus. And all of a sudden you just walk up and I look over and I see my twin standing there, my older twin, my mama basically. And I mean, my grandma wasn't, I didn't want my grandma going on a field trip because my grandma cussed too much, number one. And she was very inappropriate. So much as I love her, I didn't want her. This was a Christian school. I knew that much. She couldn't go, but you want your mommy there. You want to show like it's almost like you want to show off your parents. Like this is my mommy. Like look, it's like y'all. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's almost like show and tell.
Yes.
You want to show off your parents. Like look at my mama. You got your
Yes.
mama? No, I
Yeah,
got a
you
mama.
do. You do. But neither one of them to me seemed like they were there. Like you said, money, you know, and I don't even think Shirley has talked about how her mom worked, and I don't really feel like Shirley had to financially, take care of her mom. I don't think that, her dad probably passed away. I'm not gonna go into all that, but I don't think she financially had to take care of her mom like that. And sending money, when she could, or however they did it, that's her business. But no, nobody's there with her. That has to feel horrible. I'm sorry, as a
Right? You ain't got
child,
no
because you don't understand.
You ain't got no cousins that you can go play with that you can like call your play sister or play brother.
Yep.
And it don't sound like she had any aunties or uncles that were like really around. I know Shirley has her older uncle who may still be living that she has posted on Instagram before. But she don't even know her other brothers and sisters from what it sounds like. Because Sheridan does have brothers and she has siblings. I'll put it that way. Doesn't from her daddy's side, right?
I believe I did hear that he had kids.
Yeah.
But
So
we know
she
that he had never met the grandkids, which is, so that means you are not around. And then you want somebody to just stop, drop, and run to you? No, I would have been like, I would have shared it. I ain't even answering the phone. Do not even give her my phone number.
Girl, I mean, I probably would have answered, and it's like, what you want?
Where you been?
Blessings, yeah, blessings to you, but no, I will not be introducing you to my kids. I will do it on my time. You and I need to meet first. I need to see where your mental state is at before I can introduce you to my
Right,
kids. I
right.
need to know how you doing. What if you got a contagious bacteria or something that you can pass around? I need to know Like, I
But
need to
I don't
know
even
about
know if
you.
you going this is a one time thing. If you haven't really been consistent in my life, like I'm not trying to be coming out of my way and then this is it. I don't hear, you know what I'm saying, hear anything back from you, you know? And you wasn't even here just to see me. You were here because your sister passed away. You know what I'm saying? So you wasn't even thinking about rekindling a relationship or trying to be there for me.
And for Shirley to be like, well, I forgave him. And my mama gets like that too. Like, oh, well, you
Girl,
got
that's
to
your
forgive.
business.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, you got to forgive, Vicky. No, you have to forgive. I'm not, I ain't no, I'm not a good person. I'll have to forgive shit. Let me hold a grudge as long as I want to. And then when I'm ready, sometimes it'll just cool off one day. I'll
You
have
know,
go ahead.
Vicky, I'm surprised you're not a Gemini. You remind me of my older sister so much. You got the softest heart, but when you are done, when you cut somebody, it's over. It's wrapped.
It
It's
really
like,
is.
mm. So I'm
I,
surprised because that's why I see that generous, nice spirit, but I also see that and the way you talk. Because my sister, she was tiny, she was only 5 feet tall, but she can curse like a sailor. My mother can't curse to save her life, and she's like, I don't know where she got that from because I don't curse. My mother don't. But my sister, she will run you for filth with her words. And but she was the nicest, sweetest person, like you, Vicky. That's what you remind me of. That's why I call you little sis.
I'm an air sign, so Gemini,
Hmm.
Aquarius, and
Oh,
Libra, we're very
hmm,
much alike.
okay.
Yeah, yeah, but Geminis, they kind of show their duplicity more so than Libras do.
Hmm.
But yeah, when I'm done, it'll just come over me in a moment. Where I'm like, oh, I don't have any more feelings for you. And and it's not like hate or anything.
Hmm.
I don't feel nothing towards you, and I don't want to be bothered with you. It could be
Hmm.
a friend that I was friends with a long, long time ago. We were good friends, and then you messed
Hmm.
me over like one too many times. It's just, oh, those
Hmm.
feelings snap. I may not whoop your ass, but just know you'll never be able to come back to me for anything
Right.
ever again. I'll say a prayer for you. I may or may not mean it. God forgive me.
I cannot. Okay, that is sweet, Vicky. It was really hard raising my children. I never missed an event for my kids, and because of that, my job were limited. Yeah, and sometimes you do have to make sacrifices. Sometimes you can't take that. You know, you may need more money, and there's a job, available. But you got to think about, okay, if I take this job, am I going to miss out on certain things with my kids? How that you got to look at all that, and
Hmm.
sometimes you do have to make a sacrifice. I've done that before.
Hmm.
A job, yeah, I would love the money, but at the same time, I'm a single parent. My mom is not alive, so
Hmm.
I gotta weigh all my options out. That's the things I'm asking, about flex time. Can I make up time? Stuff like that. Because at the end of the day, my kid didn't ask to be here. And her daddy already fucking deadbeat, don't want to pay me my child support. So I gotta show up. I gotta show up for my
Yeah.
kid.
And
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 I
I think
understood.
I have turned down money
Yeah. And I
to
come. Yeah.
parent.
Coming from a two-parent home, that we're blue collar, they were working people. My mother, they couldn't take off work when they wanted to. If I got sick at school, they weren't gonna come and pick me up. I had to catch the city bus home sick. We just knew that, and I knew, and I appreciated that because my mother, like I said, she showed up. I'll never forget to this day. She still be like, you always bring that up. I said, Mom, it meant a lot to me. And I always appreciated her. But I'll never forget when she got up at 4, I think she said she had 4:30 in the morning to go get me and my sister some tickets to go see Prince. And that was my first concert. And I was like, I couldn't believe this.
Mine too. That
She
was my
surprised
first
us.
concert too.
We were so happy we woke up because we thought we were going to go wait with her. We got up and she was already home and she was like, I got the tickets. I was like, woo! And believe me, but she would put the sacrifice. I knew work was a sacrifice. If she had her way, she would have stayed home with us. And she did stay home with me because I was the youngest until I got into school. She used to do in-home daycare because my mother was a teenage mother. And so she's been working since she was 15 years old. And she worked like you, Vicky. She had two small kids. Welfare was not an option for her. As long as she could get up and get on that bus and put some and get a check, That's what she did. So, that's why I said with Shirley, I know a Shirley, I know a Sheridan, and I see their relationship. It
Okay.
always seemed to be kind of unfair because she had younger siblings that were 20 years younger than her, and they were treated completely different. They treated her mama, they talked back, they were able to curse. I was like, who is this woman? It was almost like she was trying to fix what she did with the older daughter. It's like she just overcompensated with the younger two. But I seen that the sacrifice to work and well, she went to college and working, and she let her mama raise her until she was almost 10 years old, and then she got married right after that. So it was a disaster for my friend trying to go into this house with this man now. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, and it's a difference too with you have family in town,
Hmm.
there's helping, and then you see your kid maybe every weekend, or you get them, when you get off from work or off days. But when your parent is not even in town, I don't know how you could parent it, hands on that way.
Hmm. Yeah, but I think materially, I'm pretty sure Sheridan had everything, but we all know that that's not a replacement for actually having, your mom there. Like I said, we didn't have money, Shirley money, but there was a lot of love in the house, and that was shown by actions.
Yeah, because those life lessons that you need to be learning. People pouring and nurturing, and teaching their kids, come on. I wonder what part of his character Nesto showed Panay and Sheridan, because they told Shirley your husband cannot live with them. They saw the monster. Would you, far as Sheridan, he's in jail. She's a part of his case. So no, you're not coming to live in my home. And just his 19 cycles, he will never be in my home either, my car, or around my damn purse. And I get people do change, but that's a lot for me. His background, period.
Hmm. Hmm.
You
And
want to go
Panay
to the
knew his
military.
character. Yeah, Panay knew his character, as Sonya like to say.
Yeah, Panay used to do ebony out too. Panay was in the hair business, and Nesto in his Carol, started out in the hair business. Well, not started out, they were in the hair business too. So they're all in that same little community.
Hmm. And there's
Yeah,
one
you had to
lady.
turn down money. Yeah.
Yeah, there's one lady. She wasn't in Atlanta. She was, I forgot where, but she ran across Nesto back in like the, I guess, mid 2000s maybe, and he was learning, I guess, how to manage or get him like his managed license or whatever, so he can run a barber or whatever. I know Carol gave him a lot of that too, but I think she got lucky because he got distracted with Carol, because she probably would have been a victim. Because I just believe
Mm,
that's what he go after women for his little shenanigans in the RV, and also to use them, for
yep.
money and
To
all that
live
other stuff.
in a
Yeah.
home. I wonder if he ever had his own like place. You gonna catch the replay. Thank you, Sleepy Libra.
Bank, I wanted to you said something that sparked up a memory that I forgot about my mom. So my
Mhm.
first concert was Immature. I don't know if y'all remember them.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Baby, I was obsessed with Immature. Like, so like I said, we didn't have much. My mom was a teacher. Um, this was before she got her master's, and so I wanted to. I was into WWE, or at the time it was it WWE, WWF at the
Or
time.
maybe
Yeah.
ECW.
I was into wrestling at the, let's put it that way. And I loved Stone Cold Steve Austin and all that at the time. And I wanted to go to that. My
That part was
mom,
WWF.
Yeah.
um,
WWF. Yeah.
she
I
was
used to
so,
watch wrestling.
she promised me that she would get the tickets. I wasn't old enough to have a job or anything to buy my own tickets. And she said, okay, I'll do what I can do. I will do what I have to do to get you the tickets. So she said she had bought the tickets, and then I would, what I think it was is that she had to bail out her ex-husband out of something. So she made like she bought the tickets, and then really didn't have the money for it. So I was really depressed about that. Then I found out Immature was coming in town. I was like, oh, I wish I can go, but I just kind of figured out that she just didn't have the money for it. She popped up with for three tickets for the Immature concert, and she bought me an outfit. She paid for me to get my hair done like Batman from Immature. So I got my little fresh perm, and I got my hair
Oh,
cut, and she paid me to get my nails done too. I'm talking about I had even they would pay less shoes, but I had some new shoes, new outfit, and I was like, okay, you're gonna go with me? She's like, baby, I really don't want to go to this, but you and your friends can go. I'll be there to drop you off, and I'll be there to pick you up. But it's little shit like that where it's
yeah.
like you just I can imagine as a mother, you just want to be able to experience, kind of give your child their first experience in something. Like even just being able to, like another one of my mom's proud experiences, like dressing me up for prom. We didn't have, I worked, but we still didn't have a lot. And I was able to find my prom dress for $20 at the Ross. It was still a cute dress, and she enjoyed just sitting there making me up because I hate makeup. But I let her make me up and doll me up and do everything that she had been dying to do for years. And it was, those are the experiences that I think maybe Shirley missed out on. And when this rent situation and her taking care of Sheridan's situation, it's probably makeup time. She probably got a lot of time and emotional connections to make up for. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
Mm.
definitely. And
Can't
you know
make
she
up
don't
for
play about
time
those.
though.
Yeah,
Oh,
she don't
sorry.
play about. She don't play about those grandkids. You know, Nesto tried to play with her with that. She wasn't playing about those grandbabies.
Your little ones. I can't count around you because of your little ones. Oh, well, we're not going to talk
Yep.
about that. She's
Yep.
like, oh, don't fuck with me about my
Curtis
grandkids.
Blow. Sleepy Libra say I'm telling my age. I don't even know who what is it? Fonda
Fonda
Ray.
Ray. I
I
got to
don't
go
even know
Google,
who that. I
do
know
my
who Curtis
Googles.
Blow is.
Fonda
Yeah.
Ray?
Okay. Okay, back to Miss. Was it? Is it Miss Mad About Music that said why? Nesto. Miss Mad About Music. Now, if me and Shirley didn't have no issues or whatever, she could come, but your man can't come. I don't allow grown unemployed men to come stay at my house unless it's one of my nephews. They get a pass, but
Yeah.
I don't allow grown men. No, no. But
Who was
Nesto
that?
wouldn't be able to come in my house due to his background. But you can come, Shirley, but your man can't.
Who was that? Who she had the monologue before her song? Was it shirt? Was it what's her Betty Wright talking about if I have to get up to go to work, then every grown person in this house got to get up and go to work. I'll never forget that. I remember hearing that as a teenager, and it just always stuck with me.
I don't know.
Oh,
Let me Google. Fonda Ray has a song called. I just Google Fonda Ray. She has a
Mhm.
song called "Touch
over like
Me."
a fat rat
Hmm.
and touch me.
I don't know. Maybe I got to hear the song. You know how you hear something?
You
We
said if I have
move
to.
so hard for our children. I like Shirley has one, and he is my word. I only have one child too. Nothing comes above him, not even the husband, his father. That's what Shan said about her husband. Like you listen. Yeah, I only have one as well. I think it's a little easier when you have one, especially when you have support.
I
Hmm.
mean, if you have support, when you have one, and then you may have come like somebody that'll babysit, and sometimes babysitting is really all you like
Right.
need.
Hmm.
But that financial support is
Yep.
it's no joke because you end
Yeah.
up having to
Hmm.
sacrifice a lot of
Hmm.
time and attention away from your child unless
Yeah.
and if you're lucky you might have a good child who understands, and then
Hmm.
some people are just not lucky and they have a
Yeah.
child who will like be crazy, and because
Yeah.
they want attention, they're gonna go to school and disrespect their teachers. you know I, I've seen that too where the kids they lacking attention at home because most of the time it's mama's at work and not home with the child, and they will go to school and cuss out their teachers.
Hmm.
And then
Hmm.
when you
Yeah.
try to discipline them, like the kid is like, "Why do you care? You ain't here, no way."
Yeah. And that's all about parenting too, because even when you have multiple kids, nobody have the same personality, and you do kind of
Right.
have to treat each kid individually, not as no one size fit all. So that's a
Hmm.
part of being a parent too, knowing like which kid need more of this or more of
Right.
that or whatever.
it's like management too. Like
It
even
is.
when you become a manager
Yeah,
or in leadership, you can't treat everybody, you can't manage everybody the same because some people are going to be more sensitive than others.
Mm-hmm.
Some people may not understand like
yeah,
the verbiage you're using, or some people are just like hardcore and they're like, all you got to do is tell them once and they go do it. Some
yeah.
people you got to hold their hand, but they do it better than everybody else. But you got to hold their
Mm-hmm.
hand through the
Yep.
training experience.
That's true. That's
Mm-hmm.
true. Okay, let
So
me read Nesto. So I'm a baby boomer and have raised my grandchildren in my home. No, I didn't want to go and do everything they wanted to do. However, we made it work, and my grandchildren are our best friends. Thank you, Nesto. Yeah, that's why I was like, it's kind of,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's
the grandparents, but like my grandmother was old. Like she was
Mm-hmm.
that lady was watching her soap operas.
I had a young grandma, so I had the luxury of I had a young like gangster grandma though. Um, so did have the luxury of hanging out with her and her friends sometimes, but it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't always appropriate because I was learning stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
That's how I learned how to cuss. So my grandmother was young too. So my mama had
Mm-hmm.
me at 16. My grandma had her at 17. So
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
mean, but
Sound like my mama. Yeah.
huh?
That's something just like my mom. She was a grandmother at 36. So, she got great grandkids her oldest great grandchild is 22 years old. And boy, the way she dotes on them, we sit around, me and my middle sister, because we are the only two left. My older siblings are gone. And we sit around like, she didn't do that with us. She didn't. Now she
Y'all
be taking
haters,
up for
stop
them.
hating.
Yeah. Yeah. We be
Oh
hating. She be
yeah,
taking up for them. And I'm like, you would let us get away with that? What are you talking about? But that's her
girl.
job. And
My
she's still young. She probably more able bodied than I am, the way she move around.
So my step nieces and nephews. Now, mind
Mhm.
you, we are all in a like my mom, my stepdad, my stepsisters, stepbrothers, all of us. Well, most of us are in a better financial situation. But the grandkids that my stepsisters have, when we were on our cruise, I'm like, y'all didn't do this for you. I'm hating. I'm like, y'all didn't do this for me. And I had to get out my feelings because I'm like, well, wait a minute, they are paying for this all expenses paid cruise. So let me shut the hell up. Let me learn my position and just shut because they still gave me like, go ahead and buy whatever you want. But I'm like, hey, that's my mama, little boy. Like,
Yeah, because my niece, her birthday is tomorrow. Unfortunately, she shares a birthday with on Nestos,
Yeah.
and she was a preemie. She was actually 2 months premature. But anyway, she got 4 kids and a husband. Come talking about
All
auntie.
right, Peach.
Asking for a birthday gift. So I was telling my mother was like, well, what does she want? And I was like, show her. She said, I'll get it. I'm like, I didn't get nothing for Christmas. See, I always tell her I get gypped for Christmas because I didn't have kids. You know how
Yep,
grandparents
yep.
buy for the kids, but I get nothing. I'm like, I don't get nothing. I said, I got to contribute to the Christmas fund. I said, I don't get nothing. And she was like, but I love you. I'm like, okay.
I
right.
want a gift. I want a gift. Okay.
I want
I
I
do. I
want a
want to give.
well thought out gift. And
Mm-hmm.
even when I call go ahead, I'm
The
sorry.
cooking. I can request something
Real
like
is the same
I
way.
can request something for her to cook and she'll cook it, so I get it back
Yeah.
Oh,
then.
that you'll get it that way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that like when I was in Florida for my birthday
Hmm.
this past birthday, everything I wanted, she was like, "Yeah, what you want?" That charcuterie board, slam it.
Mm.
Like if I
Ooh, that look
wanted,
good.
I didn't even ask for all that. I didn't even ask
I
for
was
all that.
ready to catch a flight. Like, ooh, I want some of that.
But like if I say I want some of your seafood lasagna, she will go get a lobster, get some scallops, and like
Ooh,
do it one. And I said, "You need my help? No, go sit down, leave me alone." Like so this is
yeah.
time that we didn't have when I was like a kid because she always
Hmm.
worked
Yeah,
and she didn't cook,
yeah.
but she'll come and serve me go sit down. Like she still talks to you like a mama. Go sit down now.
That's my mother. I'd be like, you need me to help? Don't get in her way at Thanksgiving cooking. And she'd be up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, Mama, you need me to do something? Let me know.
Get
No,
out of
I
my
got it.
way.
I got it.
Be
That's
mad
her
and
love
cussing.
language.
Yeah, be mad and cussing you out. Like get out my kitchen. Don't touch my pots. Like tell you in a minute not to touch their pots. Like, well, you want me to taste and make sure it tastes right, don't you? I know it tastes good.
Listen, I don't need
Yeah,
your help. I don't need you
yeah,
co-signing. All right, y'all. We about to
yeah.
wrap it up. Y'all in the chat, drop y'all last thoughts so I can read them once the panelists wrap it up.
I'll
All
go.
right, babe,
Okay.
girl. I'll message you on IG. Yeah, I'll be in the messenger, y'all. Be in the DMs.
As far as this phone call goes, I am so disappointed at Shirley May.
Mm-hmm.
Shirley May Clark, Strawberry. Talking about they want to know, they've already checked out my record and like, it's this like it's almost like I really do believe Shirley didn't know shit. Just I mean, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't think you can see how uninvested she was in his business. She just wasn't like in she was more invested in herself and her own career and her own personal life. So she
Mhm.
just ignored all of the signs of, hey, sis, you got a bum. And then when people came to tell her, look, hey, you might want to like look into what your husband is doing. Why do I need to do that? That's he's taking care of me. You worry about your household. She's one of those worry about your blessings. I'll worry about my blessings. And meanwhile, everybody was trying to be a blessing to her and tell her you got something in your house, something stinking in your house, and you need to go find the cause of the smell. And again, I'm still floored. I don't like how she talked, putting pinning everything on Sheridan. They so quick to pin everything on their kids that they didn't really take a part in like raising. Let's keep it real. They didn't have, they don't really have emotional connections to their kids like that. Neither one of them do. That's why they're so cold and callous towards them. And
Right.
he can so quickly pin a charge. Well, that charge is that's Dion's charge. That ain't mine. That's for a check. The the five lies he told in those 30 seconds, I didn't quite understand them. Eh, I'm just glad that she kind of like she woke up, whether however long it took, it happened. You know what I mean? It it happened. She separated. I know we still talking about it because it's still going on. So they can get mad all they want to talk about bloggers,
Hmm.
all they want to. But your ass is the one that didn't nip this in the bud, Miss Strawberry. You could have nipped this in the bud a long time ago and not gave him access to all 400,000 of your annual dollars and your good name and whatnot. I'm just saying. I'm not blaming her, but I'm just saying. Don't you
Yeah.
think?
Yeah. Are you finished, Vicky? I'm sorry. I don't want
I'm
to cut
done.
you off.
Thank you, Lady T Bug. Thank you, Shan and Bank. Thank you.
Oh, no
Thank you,
problem.
thank you, thank you,
Always a
B.
good time up here. My thing is, I got to go back and listen to because I got to hear it in spurts. Even though when it paused, I picked up from where it paused. But like
Mm-hmm.
I said, it kind of throws us back to the early days of these calls. And, like I said, I always think, I know we are accused of being hard on Miss Shirley, but she is definitely a woman of her time and her, thinking, especially too, coming about in the 80s, trying to be a woman in a quote unquote a professional setting. They did expect you to sacrifice. I'll never forget, it was a movie. I love that movie. It was gosh, I can't think of the name of it. I remember is that she was a single mom and she
Mm-hmm.
worked she was in corporate, and they wanted her. They was like it was unheard of for single moms. Diane Keaton played in it, but anyway, I knew it was hard on her, and like I said, I seen it kind of mimicked here. So I always try to give her a benefit of the doubt, but it just throws me back. But Nesto, I think the most funny part is that I love it in these early calls when this man is so sure that he's getting out of jail. Look where we're at. How old will he be tomorrow? The 61 or six? How is it going to be?
60. Are you talking about
60.
that working 9 to 5? Is it, what are you talking? Oh, I'm okay. I'm trying to guess what movie you talking about. Never mind.
Oh yeah, I can't think of the name of it. It's baby something,
Oh,
but
okay.
Baby Boom. Vicky got it. Baby Boom. That
Baby
was good.
Moon. Okay,
I
okay.
like that movie. Yeah, but but yeah, he'll be 60, and what? This is what his third birth. Is it the third birthday he's celebrating? Or
Yes,
the second? Yeah,
this is
and
third.
always still talking about this bond, and then even listening to the more recent calls where he ain't saying much or nothing. I just wonder. I'm pretty sure that Hoover has went over some of that discovery with him. He should have. He should have. I'm thinking, but then a part of me is like, he act like they ain't got nothing. So I just can't wait for this to like go to trial, wrap up, or whatever is going to happen because I want to see the interview. I want to see everything that we can't get now to kind of
Yeah.
fill in those pieces. And for me, I'm just kind of sitting. I feel like I'm sitting on my hands. You guys are doing the work and figuring out how to keep this going. And I realize that I'm more of a spectator when it comes to this stuff. I like to hear everybody's point of view and mixing it up, but to hearing these calls, so keep them coming. I'm going to say keep them coming. You and Houston Foodie, and I pulling texts, but the texts are
Yeah.
they're like, split ends. It's a bunch
Yeah.
of nothing. But I just I think this call like kind of throws us back. And like I said, I got to remember Shirley hopefully has come forward and maybe she has
Yeah.
learned, I get the impression that she has. But as usual, this is a good panel and it's good information. I can't wait to go in and dig into these calls. And don't feel free to put it up on members if you want to uninterrupted. I'm just saying,
Oh, it's gonna be on there. It's
Okay.
right out the here. Right out there. It's going all I gotta do, is switch it.
And
It
I
will
think
be there.
and for everybody who showed up in the chat, I hope you guys avoiding this weather that's going around. And I know the people in LA are having a time of it too. So my
Yes.
prayers go out to them. And hopefully you sitting down there in your little pocket, everything stay cool because you already deal with that hurricane season. So I already know. So just wishing everybody have a good, productive 2025. And like I said, I've been working on some top secret stuff. No, not
Ooh,
really,
ooh,
but
ooh.
really,
G
you know,
classified. What Martin said.
what
G classified.
yeah, declassified. But no, no, really though. And just the last thing, what I have been doing at night, and I just want to throw this out to you, because I'm good at throwing out stuff. So let me just tell you, because I was thinking about Nesto talking to Officer Fields. I've been watching these interrogation videos,
Uh-huh.
baby. They are good. There's tons of them out there, and they are so good. They are so interesting. But that's about all I have. And I don't know if Shannon's still around. If she is, you know, Happy New Year, because I don't think I've talked to you since the new year. And I'm gonna go
No,
ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and drop down and listen to the rest of the show.
All right, all right. Be on the lookout on IG. I gotta
Okay.
I'm gonna message
Okay.
message you.
All right. Okay. Later,
Okay,
guys.
Shan, you ready to wrap it up? Are you still
yeah.
mad at me, Shan? Listen,
I wasn't mad at you. I just wasn't ready.
I know.
I was in a good mood, and that just turned it all sour.
And I didn't really prepare you. I just said, have we heard
What's
this?
this? Have
And
we
I
heard?
just hit play.
I'm like, what the? Cause y'all know I got a soft spot for the kids. Or anytime the kids in my mind, Sheridan is a kid because I got kids her age. So I don't understand the feeling because that and my motherly self don't feel that way. So happy New Year, Bank, to you too, sis. Glad you came up. I've been missing you. But for me, I'm hoping, like what they said earlier, is Shirley has gained some type of self-worth and knowledge because in order for you to turn yourself over for a man like that and just give him like total control, like, yeah, Shirley may have been come back on certain stuff, whatever, but for the most part, control over your paycheck is total control because without your paycheck, you can't move. And at any moment, he could have ran off with your paycheck, sis. So, and then you couldn't help your daughter or your grandkids.
Right.
But this, for me, if I was Shirley, I would have ran at this moment because not only are you throwing my daughter under the bus, but you throw your own son under the bus. Like, and to me, that means I'm next. Like, I don't distinguish certain things. If you can steal from anybody, you can steal from me. If you can blame an innocent person, you can blame me. I'm next. And sometimes I may not just totally cut you off, but I'm running. For him in a relationship, oh, I'm gonna leave that alone. But if we was just friends, then I'd just be a friend from afar. But him, I would have jetted on him like the first arrest because you're a thief. I'd have been gone. Because I don't do thieves. Because you steal from them, you steal from me. I have a penchant. It's for thieves. It's just in my bones. I just don't like it. And Miss Shirley, I'm praying and hoping that you have some sense of self-worth at the moment and you're not going to take this and let it bother you in a negative manner. I hope it positively does something for you and Sheridan's relationship and moving forward how you move with men. Because as we can all tell about ourselves, we pick certain types.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We pick these fools. So that's a thing too. And Miss Shirley might need to get some help in that arena too, because we pick these people. We let these people do things to us. And I'm just glad that it's all out here, and I'm glad that he getting what he got coming, and I cannot wait till little Scooter go to court. I'm gonna be looking for documents all day long. Because I need to
put him
know.
out there because he got the other one on the damn lock and key.
I know. So I don't think he care about her documents, but or her arresting document or something. Like, dang, I just want to see what they do to her, or I really want to know how she does in the grand jury. I'm at this point, I just open this one grand jury up just for us, just this one.
That's what Vicky was saying. I just want to know.
Because I want to see how stupid she get up in there and act. But that's it. That's all. Thank you for putting this out. I actually enjoyed the rest of the call. It just made me mad at the beginning because I wasn't ready. But this was a good one. And I like hearing the whole call. So you get a better context of what's going on based than 5 or 10 minutes. You get a better context than 3, 5, or 10 minutes call from everybody he talked to that day. You get a better context of this particular conversation. Thank you. I appreciate all the hard work you're doing. Thanks. And talk to you guys later. Bye.
All right. Thanks, Shan. Thanks, Bank. And thanks, Vic, to the Veil. Okay, I'm going to start right here with reading y'all comments, and we're going to get up off of here. I'm out of here early, so that means I can go on somebody else's channel tonight. All right. I pray Shirley and Sheridan are in a better place. I think they are. Vic, you so sweet. I believe she didn't care just as long as she got what she wanted. Yeah, she was benefiting from the things that we know at the end that she received. Last thoughts, I feel for Shirley still. I think some women lack maternal instincts. That is true. And she appeared to be that type of woman. That is true, Sanders. Great show. Thank you, call me, darling. She sound like my mom at 6 great great grands and 1 great grand bank mom. Yeah, she has I think like 2 set of kids, which I would say 2 set of kids because older and younger. Yeah, baby boom is the movie. Okay, that's the movie 60. Yeah, okay, everybody knew that movie. Third birthday, yep. Well, he held the prison bay to make him a jail cake. Oh, let's have a party for Nesto. Okay, we can have a party tomorrow. We can have a birthday party for Nesto. I would like to know what happened after Saya got the subpoena. Did she call her man? Yes, she did call and visited him. I think I have those. I have those out because we did go through them and we checked the messages. And she did not tell him about that subpoena, and she did not tell him about Big Jeff interview at all. Unless she sent it through her legal mail, we did go over those because I had all those. Yes. We just did the December video. The video, but we had already did the December call. And the text messages. I was trying to think. You are all the goats. These people in Florida are losing this weather, baby. We allergic to cold. We allergic to the cold. I think it's like 40. Let me see what it is here. Last time I checked. Yeah. It's oh shoot. It's 44. And gave her that response she read. Yep. That's he said she said were my movie when Kate Bush sings a woman's work. I cried like a baby. You and Vicky, my little movie buffs, and Miss E too. Y'all know Miss E, my mod, is doing a Daniel fast. And I ain't seen Butterfly, so hopefully she's okay. Like Judge Judy always say, you picked them or her. Thank you, Nestos, for holding it down. I sent you a message too, Nestos. Be safe, everyone. Okay, so we're gonna come back tomorrow and have Nesto a birthday party. It's 65. Oh, baby, you know y'all real cold down in Miami. Y'all real cold out. Well, you know, Fort Lauderdale. You way south than me. I'm in North Florida. All right, all right. Okay, everybody, enjoy the rest of y'all evening. Y'all get to see me out if somebody go live. I have to check and see if someone has one scheduled. Y'all will see me outside today in the YouTube streets. Okay, y'all. Good night. Well, some of y'all it may just be good evening. It's 7 o'clock here.